So I fixed it, but I had to do the absolute worst thing. I had to kill the stream. I had to Yeah. Yeah. They should not be able to, because you're only, Discord is told to come with just my headphones. What's up? Well, so the game is in fact up.
I need to see this happen. I have never beat a game solid like the games like these like this don't usually go down in under 40 minutes. You know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like to see someone actually play a game like this and then just crush it under an hour is like what?
So you like I've never fully watched it, I guess, the speedruns, but like how is the speedrun essentially like how like do they go by certain like whatever the best time is and then try to beat that or
Yeah, they go by a world record standard and they try to fucking subtract that, man.
ooh.
So this is a unique run. This is heaven or hell. So
Mm-hmm.
everything dies in one hit. I also die in one hit. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a bit interesting, and I'm gonna use certain point. I'm gonna die in certain points to fast travel essentially.
Uh,
So it's gonna be interesting, and I'll be starting in 3, 2, 1.
All right. Good luck.
Oh.
Oh, hey, this is gonna be interesting to watch. Yeah. Now I just got nervous all of a sudden. Yeah, and then just kind of figure out what you can from that.
31 hit kills. All right, let's go.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I've seen like, so I was gonna say I've seen like different. Obviously, when you see the variations of the difficulties, it obviously just gives you a description of like what is going to pertain happening of difficulty and how it works for Dante per se. But like, just seeing someone actually do it and just like go through like nothing, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do this myself.
Go.
So yeah, have you found it essentially harder with the boxes when you're doing the runs? Like, because like I don't know if they count as one hits as well, or
Including the boss.
oh, okay, so that's very interesting.
I'll pull the trigger first.
Yeah, you literally gotta put the double trigger. Now, me and Shino were actually discussing earlier. Just talking about some you mentioned in the credits itself, but a fun tidbit about one of the characters in DMC5, Nico, is actually related to a villain in DMC4. So, yeah, so basically, in a sense, I believe the mother is the one who made the ebony and ivory guns for Dante.
Yeah.
But the father is, and I gotta pull up the name. This is my bad for not having it ready. But I can't. What is his name again? Agnist. So it's that scientist nerd guy.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. So that's the thing, and I didn't. It didn't make sense at first, but they kind of hint to it in DMC4 when you're playing it, like. Because obviously, like, they show the mother and all this stuff, but, like, she somewhat has more closer traits to, like, the father, let alone, obviously, the glasses, but, like, the scientific factor and all that stuff, too. Yeah, so, like, when I heard that, I was like, what, lucky bastard? Like, how did he even get a child, let alone a wife?
Right?
Jeez. But, yeah, that was, like, it was just interesting, because people had, like, at first, I thought it was, like, just a theory, but, like, I looked into it, and, yeah, technically, he's related, I guess, all the father. So, yeah. One side is evil, one side is good. It's like nothing. Yeah. And make the kills much quicker. Okay. So, in a sense, like, what made you think of doing DMC3 as the speedrun? Yeah.
Something about
It's hailed as one of the best in series, like this and like 5, right? So
this and 5, yeah.
it is like the top. So it's good because like by this time in DMC, like they got the formula like set, man. So like it was just gonna get better from especially from like DMC 2. You know what I mean? Like, it just got better. Because DMC 2 wasn't all that great. It's not too terrible, but exactly, that's exactly it, right? It's just not great. Yeah.
Shit.
The one we don't talk about.
Damn.
BC actually had some points about that one, actually.
Yeah, because so like I was actually mentioning, like yeah, people have obviously talked about like DMC Devil May Cry, the reboot essentially not being the good one, but like playing it because like how in my order of like I guess knowledge wise of playing the games, I played portions of 2, and then essentially got more into the game series itself from 4, and then so on. So when DMC like reboot came out, I was like, oh, I thought it was like just some origin story that they're trying to bring out and all that stuff, not knowing or understanding how the proper lineage or timeline of DMC happened. So when I played, I was like, oh, this is not too bad, and this is interesting of like the weapon choices, all that stuff, just how it kind of worked from there. Which was a sad part, and I was like, shit. But like at the same time, it does make more sense.
So I'm gonna die there and bring me back to the main tower the bottom all the way around.
Yeah. So it's just quicker, I guess, shortcut. Whoa!
Shots.
Yeah. Damn. See, that keep doing this. I'll be like messing up. I'll be like, God damn, I messed up, and I just restart the whole thing. Oh
This
man.
is the scary part. What I'm
Wait. None. Flawless.
Mortal Kombat, is that you? Oh man. So Shino, you had mentioned like obviously your love for Dante and Virgil, but like which two were like which out of those two, which one was your like top favorite?
Oh man, it's so hard to call because I really like Dante, but man, Virgil's fucking cool, man. I like it's so hard to like just ignore him. Virgil's got a style altogether, right? Like Dante's the reckless. You can see it, like he's the reckless one, wild, right? And Dante's be the like slightly more disciplined, reserved, cold even. So they're both pretty cool. If I have to really choose one, man, I don't know. You know what? In fact, in the fact that sheer like attitude, I'm gonna
Really?
choose Virgil. Because I mean, Dante's gonna always be a wild boy, and that's the appeal about him, right? Man, Virgil's like this. Just when Virgil talks, he's got some lines, man. He says some shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like Virgil for me kind of wins out.
Yeah, that's fair. What about for you, Truffy?
I have to agree. I like Virgil just a little bit more. I love Dante. There's just something about Virgil. Like, I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's a perfect character.
Yeah, same thing. I can't put my finger on it either. It's just there's something about his appeals that just works, man.
Honestly, for me, as much as like I like Virgil, I guess playstyle or something like that.
That's a draw. So what's the plan from here, Trevor?
Climb back up the tower. Down, grab a piece of meat later on in the mission, and then right back up all the way to the top.
Right.
Sorry, did I disconnect there or?
You were kind of offline a little bit there.
Yeah. I noticed my thing is like messing up on my side for some reason.
Back on discussion. Dante, this is gonna coming up in this mission is the first
Okay.
one of three.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say because I think I was just trying to explain my point on which character I like, but I think it kind of at the same time. But for me, I think I stick with Dante honestly, just because like with the different variations for I guess from 4 and 5 per se, right? Like compared to Virgil's playstyle, which is very unique, very like quick, like I guess samurai or Bushido style. And then to Dante, where he has like a full arsenal of different weapons he can just like switch into and then play with, right? Like I think that's why I enjoyed his like I guess play style, because he had something that you can change up. And, exactly. And the thing is too, like even when I was playing Nero, for example, like even with 5, he had like a different arsenal set because of his arm mechanic, but like when I switched back to Dante, I just enjoyed like the Beowulf, the combo setups, and you just it just felt like it felt like a natural flow almost, which is ironic.
Oh, shout outs to Nero. Can't dismiss him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a fun character too in his own right, man. As far as protagonists go, I like him too.
Mm-hmm. I actually enjoyed his whole character choice, or a character, I guess, portrayal.
Well, spoiler alert: son of Virgil. If you guys didn't know, but I mean that's what makes him cool too, man. Like even cooler is like it's son of Virgil, bro. Virgil's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
When I first
When I first heard it, I literally was like, Virgil had a kid? That's Virgil's kid? I was like,
when?
Who
When, man?
For me, I didn't even care for when. I was just wondering, like, who the heck he was tapping. That's where I got to. I was like, God damn, this man got lucky. I'm like, he's a good-looking guy, obviously, as who he is, but I was like, who did he choose? He's a lucky one for that.
Well, fans out there still for Virgil.
Jeez. Was Virgil paying for that child support? Probably not, but.
I mean,
but
you have to.
I mean, who knows? The man up in left, man, so we don't know.
We just got swallowed by something.
Mm-hmm.
We're just living life.
Yeah, it is.
Fun fact about Verge, his original voice actor, David Keeley, in DMC1, actually had a terrible head cold. So he had to record his lines kind of stuffed up, and it stuck. So,
no way.
Yeah. So later games, he was actually replaced by another voice actor, Daniel Southworth, I think. And I think he came back. Did he come back to DMC5? No, I don't think he did. But like, I think Daniel kind of like mimicked the stuff he knows sound to him.
Kind of like that nasally repertoire.
Yeah, and just carried on forward with that. So that's the reason why Virgil sounds so nasally, is because the OG voice actor actually had a head cold and couldn't even record it.
So he couldn't get it back. That's exactly what think of. So like, they get used to like the voice of like, oh, I like this. Then he tries to do something else. It's like, you gotta let go, my guy. Like,
yeah. So the other guy just can't afford it with that voice.
That's crazy to think of, eh? Like just because of one like little I guess sickness per se.
Cool. The guy he signed to do it. He had to do his job, so he went in. That got what he recorded, man. But he's, you know what I mean? For a head cold, he sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't think it was a head cold, but gosh damn. So I guess for future voice actors have some sort of ailment, and maybe you can make a cool character.
You have to have a permanent head cold to make sure you have the voice for the rest of the season. Right?
Yeah, right. Which one did the 6 years game for you?
I felt terrible for 6 years.
Yeah. But I made lots of money. Cheap, like. Just covered with blood every now and then. Just, oh man, like that would suck. Ooh.
That one. The second one, yeah, was not.
Damn.
Sometimes
Yeah.
the camera gets all weird. The direction.
Just miss it.
So here I'm gonna use a holy water.
Oh, gotcha.
Automatically kill it. You're gonna see a lot more of those being used from here on out in the run.
Okay, so it makes it more smooth and just to get you done with the task or anything.
You're hitting the boss before fighting.
Fair enough, yeah.
Which makes it a little bit
More like ground control, I guess.
So, do you think there's a possible chance for DMC 6?
Well, yeah, of course. They have to.
But, like, what?
You
So here's
just
the thing,
said
what's the
Dante-
route, though?
You just said Dante and Virgil to hell.
Yeah.
You gotta do something with that.
I know they can. I want to see it. I'm just thinking, what's the route they go with it now?
And at this point, man, look, they left you with Nero with class ass powers, right? So like, you know the above world's good in good hands. I mean, it's safe to say from this point on, right? But what about Dante and Virgil down south, man? We need to know what's going on over there. They have a there's like an immortal war they're carrying on. I want to see what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Whether or not if Nero decides to try to rip open something and try to bring them back. I'm pretty sure that, I'm pretty sure that's the deal.
I can't run this business the whole time. I got Kitty here to deal with. So if y'all want to come back,
You know what? Sure, you can carry on with Nero. That's no problem. That's adding Virgin and Dante to hell is a good way of closure. They essentially can't die.
yeah.
And they're devil triggered the fuck out. So I mean, like, they can just go down there and party all fucking day, right? It's no problem for them. So I mean, you can kind of just close ended with that.
For sure.
So,
Yeah, just like kind of close that kind of storyline.
Exactly, and just carry on with a whole new protagonist, right? You forget about Dante and Virgil. Those are now like alumni, legacy. And you just leave it at that and just carry on. So I'm fine with it because again, Nero's pretty badass as fuck, right? You gotta touch Dante to him. He's got the liquid for Virgil to him. You know what I mean? So it works.
Yeah. The finesse of Virgil, but like ruggediness and bad boy style of Dante. Like father, like uncle, like nephew.
Runs in the family.
Yeah, exactly. Well, literally, anyways. So. But yeah, I'm curious to see what characters to bring in, if anything. Sorry,
Lady.
Ooh.
That's the one right there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
She is. Don't mask, you say?
Rocky, you here?
Don't mask, huh?
Stone people? No. For anybody that's listening, that's a JoJo reference.
It's a nice stone mask you got there. Hate to get some.
Some human blood. So, essentially, what are we coming up to now in this part here, or what part are we at? And, oh,
Anyways, we're just about at the halfway point of the run.
okay.
that feels
It felt like one of those like last minute things, like series, and it's like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Whoa.
Cameras are so funny. It's very Resident Evil like.
Honestly, that's why I was so happy with. Yeah, that's why I was happy with like the later variations of like, well, mostly DMC5 because they made it a lot easier to play with.
That's much more easy to navigate.
Yeah, like 4 wasn't too bad in terms of camera. Like it still had that like effect, but it wasn't as bad because there was a little bit free room in some parts. So it got better. We're like, we gotta change some things around here. Yeah. Now, is there any other speedruns you attempted or tried to go through?
dabbled with Mario 64 a little bit. Started in there, but other than that, not a whole lot. I might try some other categories. I'll just this one is pretty easy. You don't.
Yeah.
So that's really the hardest part of the run, is just remembering.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay. All I saw was bloody faces for a hot second, and I was confused. Oh, that's
Or stop.
that's lovely. Oh,
Yeah. But it only happened in the world of community. No, you know what? You're so right. You're so right.
jeez. Oh yeah, so your next mission is to stop making these faces breathe, and then you can move on to your next mission. I'm sorry, what?
Right? It's funny, like DMC came out during a time where Capcom had stopped like using the flagship titles. They had to produce a Street Fighter, Mega Man. You know what I mean? Like a lot of it was just like all that old stuff was just out of shit. A lot more like I guess third person experience. Like a lot of Resident Evil and everything. From that era of time, I miss Onimusha.
Onimusha?
Yeah, people tend to forget about it. It's another Capcom staple that had like a good 3 entries in there, probably more. But I just know it was a really good, good story and everything. So like, it'd be interesting to see some more gameplay on that at some point. And anybody that remembers Onimusha for that matter.
Yeah.
Remember, there's one of 2 titles that came out same time. Like DMC and Onimusha were like 2 brand new IPs that like Capcom were pushing.
And out of the 2, DMC was the more popular one at the time, or was it both?
Oh, they both did, because I guess at some point, Onimusha must have ended, or you know what I mean. They just stopped going back to it. But I mean, Onimusha had its run. I mean, it's been a very popular title. It sold really well too. So, listen, I swear by it. I have never got to experience that game. So I'm interested. I gotta look it up and see if I'm sure there is. I mean, there's almost gameplay about everything out there, so I'm pretty sure there is.
Or if there has to be something.
Check it out. What's up?
That was a big mistake. I'm just not supposed to go back on this long ride.
Well, damn.
And an intentional death.
Understand.
Oh, hey.
Just
remember.
yeah, we got a new follower for Crusade.
Thanks, thanks for following. Should I say the whole thing? I_horse.
Yeah, I don't know. Do your best.
I got faith.
And like, I mean, I'd be perfect all the time, right? So like, yeah, it does happen.
Let's see if we can recover.
One of my favorite bosses in the game. Regularly, of course. Here, but
Yeah.
kind of had this forced on a fight bridge, whatever. But got a dodge the horse, do some other crazy stuff, jump over him, shoot him a bunch, and
Oh, that sounds like fun.
to this underground arena, and time stopping moves.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I will. This game, time does not matter.
Well, right now, time does matter. He's
Yeah, I mean for the speedrun.
cut that right now. I got faith he can do it though.
Here comes
Right on.
well, I'm not even up. Besides those, this is probably fast.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the, I guess, the horse or the per se rider, but like, I know they bring him back for DMC 5. But I don't know if it was like, it's not Nero Angelo, or am I might be thinking of something else.
No, you got the. You're on the right path.
Right.
Man, that's gonna kill me now too.
Because like,
Rayon, Arian, somewhere around there. It starts with a
Maybe.
T, I'm pretty sure.
That was what that's DMC 4, right?
when it comes back, I think it's DMC 5.
Right.
Because that's what I remember playing. Because once you mentioned the horse and the time stopping, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, so like obviously a lot of certain characters will make return to the series anyways.
Yeah.
So when he mentioned that one, I was like, this is specific to me, and I can't remember who it was.
I'm trying to remember two now.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just fought Virgil for the second time. After that fight, tower collapses.
Oh, love the timing.
Unfortunately, you can see that different way after.
He does his thing. So per se, if there was this speedrun of DMC reboot, would you ever try to attempt it, or you just wouldn't touch it at all? And just I'm so sorry. Yeah. I had to ask to find out.
Nilo Angelo.
It's Nilo Angelo. Okay. See, and I knew I was like close. So I was just like, my memory just wasn't connecting the dot, and I was like, I know my character's the thing here.
Let's get over it.
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking about getting MC5 again because of the special edition now, and I'm like,
Do it, because then you can play as Virgil and see how fucking wicked he spins a sword, man.
You sure
Right.
can.
right? Like, I just like as soon as like I finished it the first time around when DMC5 had first release, I was like just playing everything and just like trying to release most of the stuff. And I know me and Sophie were like obviously like playing as much as we could of blade polish and stuff like that. Like, I was like, okay, well, I can trade this in, whatever, yada yada. But I didn't think they were gonna go around of like having version DLC, which I should have, because you know nowadays, right? And it was such a speculation too, but it was just like nobody thought of it at the time. And I was like, just leave it. It's fine. But now it's just like, hey, we made this version. Did you want it? I was like, I can't take it. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I still have the original version on PS4, and then I bought it again with the PS5 for the special edition.
Damn. I mean, fair enough, yeah. Did they already had a, what do you call it, special edition for 1 through 4, right? Yeah. And I think I've seen it before too, so I was maybe curious. Okay. That was actually pretty good.
4 came out separate. Collection of 1, 2, 3, those are all the PS2 titles.
And then 4 was
3 and 60, so they released those separately as a special edition.
yeah, because I played a special edition of I think 4 when they had it on my stuff or whatever, so I remember playing that. Because I think I played 4 and then I just had gotten the special edition.
There's a lot of places to die in this mission if I'm not careful. Do our best not to die. So this mission is basically rotating this little internal tower here to get all the pieces get back to the top of the tower for our final Virgil fight. So we got to get it in a different way. Come back to the specific it skips an entire fight scene, which takes way too long. So we're going to see just setting up so that a fight skips towards the dreading in this one. It's not very
Oh, I see it. Oh my god.
yeah.
Oh man.
Jump too high, you're dead. You jump too low, you're dead. You don't jump.
Yeah.
You gotta jump quite right.
Oh man. Alright, here we go.
That's how it's done. And now we're actually just to skip out.
Oh my gosh! Just seeing the thing just zoom in, terrifying.
That's actually a little skip that I usually don't get. So nice to get it.
Good for you. Hey, look is back on your side. Look at that.
I could imagine myself as like in that situation of like a slayer, just like this ghost just runs up behind you, like, ah, nope, well, turning the other way. And that's the tower. Oh, there we go. It's about to take the time.
As I say it.
Ooh, okay, man.
That was a little sketch, but we got it. Purchase there, go back to here. And we're back here where we started. So that was a rumor I would have had another fight with some spiders, but since I took the thing so many extra times, I will skip the fight altogether.
People watching this and not knowing speedruns be like, yo, was it? Okay.
Just about at the end. 5 more missions here.
Okay. Closer, closer.
Also, just a side bit, the other night, a coworker had mentioned to me that a follower of the podcast, or someone's, one of the followers of the podcast, is really a big fan of the show. So, shout out to them if they're watching.
Yeah, let us know who you were.
Yeah, please, because we muchly appreciate it. We try our best to do what we do here and sing long guys.
Let us know who you are. Reach out.
And for anyone else watching, obviously, if there's any topics that you'd want us to discuss, or any games you'd like to see us stream, as a group, let us know in the comments or on our Instagram page at Crusade, obviously, and then we can, do our best.
Sure, projects are happening.
Exactly. See, that's the thing about Devil May Cry with the concept of certain demons, like for example the red flying demon. I don't know how this was his name, but just seeing one that's a visible demon and it's just it could fly through you or something like that.
Yeah,
that's irks you, man. Just feels it feels like it's personal and it's it could just mess with you. Ooh, hate that feeling.
Which of Virgil's movesets here is your favorite?
My personal favorite?
Yeah. Both of you actually.
I would say I'm trying to think, and I can't remember what the proper name is. It's the the raining swords effects. You know what I'm talking about. Where he basically brings down the swords.
Okay.
I don't know the proper name of it or the proper moveset for it, but that's one of my favorites. So just how he's able to direct on a certain enemy and just kind of put them together and then just set up another combo. That's one of the interesting ones.
What about you, Treffy? Out of Dante's movesets, which one's your favorite?
Oh, you're talking about Dante. I think you said Virgil.
Oh no, Dante.
Oh, okay.
Can go back over. There's no problem.
Dante. Ooh. What's his freaking name? The gauntlets. The is it? I don't know. Cerberus? Or
oh yeah, okay. I know you're talking.
Yeah.
Or just Dante stuff. Period.
You're talking about the silver ones, right? With the boots and the gauntlets?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Beowulf.
Beowulf, thank you. That's the name. Yeah,
that's the one I'm actually in this speed around here.
Because in the composite of how he fights with them, it's it's more like a brawler but quick martial artist fight almost. So how in Devil May DMC5, the way you see Andrew, I'm so sorry I messed up, but it's not like you knew either, so but just seeing the Beowulf combo set is really interesting just because of how it was compatible with the sword and all that stuff and just quick switch outs. It's an interesting asset to have. So the Beowulf set is my favorite one.
All right.
It's the scariest move in the game. Very
Oh my god.
random.
Another. Oh man.
Invade these spiked walls of death and floors and roofs and very, very.
Oh man.
Oh, you gotta pay attention to that pattern, Jesus.
Oh.
And it's random every time. So sometimes it's really very nice to you, and it's, you know, easy. You don't got to do anything, just walk. But for the most part, it's ruthless.
Okay.
However, if I was to pick my favorite Dante weapon out of the entire series, actually, is in Devil May Cry 3, the one here, Agni and Rudra, the fire and ice swords.
Okay,
The fire and wind,
yeah.
I believe it is. Those, I absolutely love those weapons. Mixed with the swordster, or the swordmaster, what's it called?
Swordsman style?
Yeah, the swordmaster style, whatever. I forget. Yeah, the style. For the sword, it is. Those two mixed together is my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm big on Royal Guard, man.
Royal Guard's another really good one.
Yeah, I'm big on Royal Guard. I like that the most.
I think. I'd say probably. Swordsman with Beowulf would be good, but I think Swordsman with actually no, Gunslinger is a really good one that I like to mess around with sometimes, just for combo or juggling effects.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I just love Royal Guard for the simple fact that it's parry everything as much. You know what I mean, as much as possible, you just parry it. I mean, it kills your combo stride, but I mean, it covers your ass from using your fucking meter.
Mm.
Your style meter.
I know that one is used a lot in like the main speedruns of this game.
Yeah.
With not the Heaven and Hell mode, but I know it's used a lot because you could do so much damage with that thing. So
We're tempted to
a quick boss rush. Just gonna fight 3 quick bosses that we fought early on in the game.
Okay.
Ever attempted Dante Must Die mode?
Oh, I finished it.
Nice.
You actually have to beat it to unlock Heaven or Hell, so...
Oh yeah. Okay.
I have went through it. It was... hell. It was literal hell. It was... probably the hardest thing I've ever done in video games.
It's actually been 13, I think. 12 to 13, I think. Yeah. Is there a specific order of like those crystal? Oh, maybe not. There we go. That answers my question.
There's not a certain order. So basically with those boss crystals, the goal is to make a circle or make them connect in some way. So the way to do that is you just get the first one that when you first enter the room, which was the Cerberus fight there, the Ice Cerberus. That's the first one you get, and then the other 2 are really close to the where you respawn in. So you just get the 3 quickest you can, which is the quickest way to make them all connect, or make some sort of circle, square, rectangle thing.
Alright, so Phil, you're looking at him. Red jacket at all? No? How bad do we want this guy in Smash Brothers? Come on.
Oh,
I want a bad.
don't remind me. If he doesn't make it, I'll be very upset.
Oh man, like there has to be some way they'll be like, you know what? Let's give the fans what they want, and they bring in Dante. Like, it'd be just so nice.
Like, I'll be honest, I don't want any more sword characters.
Yeah.
But Dante, but Dante's like, I don't know, he's
Exception, man.
he's different. No sword characters, but Dante would make me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sable, you're absolutely right. We do have a lot of story characters, but you know what? This one is a special boy.
Exactly.
And that's the run.
Right on.
Oh my gosh.
Did not go quite as I had hoped. I had a lot of mistakes in there.
Is that all you got?
Overall, it went pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty alright. Clutching it, you can do it next time, I guess. You know what I mean? It was fun to watch, though. I've never seen someone just plow through like a game like that from my face. Yeah.
So this is truly an experience, of course.
Of course, in my head, this game has save points for a reason. I'm, you know what I mean? I'm not
it
sure
sure does. We don't need them in this mode, but you know,
Yeah.
they're there.
Of course.
So here, with credits, you just get to kill enemies with lady. That's pretty cool.
Oh, lady. Chicks with guns, man. Awesome.
So where can people find you, or follow you if anything?
I'm just kidding. Twitch. I have a Twitch. Just twitch.tv. Treffy, with 2 Y's, so it's TREFFYY.
Okay.
Yeah, you can find me there. It's pretty much the only place I am.
All
In
right.
terms of social medias and streamings and whatnot.
For sure. Which I will plug into the chat for people to go. Also give a follow. Right there.
Perfect. I will say thank you. It was nice to be on here. Do a speed run for you guys, and hope you could do something like this again. It'd be really
sure.
cool.
It's good hearing from you, man. It's been a hot minute.
It sure has. It's been a little too long.
Yeah.
But anyways, I will pass the lead back over to Red.
Red? Get on.
Got it.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Thanks for pulling my stream name this time.
Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Yeah, I can never do this.
I don't have that. I can speed run like a fighting game or something, but I don't have the metal to do like a game like this. Not
Yeah.
in that form, anyways.
It went really well.
Like I feel like Loki could do it with DMC5 if you do it with like maybe V on like
I tried practicing.
actually either V or Nero, and just like have their like ultimate version unleashed, and then just try to do that, but and try to go from there.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Is that so, Andrew? This I need to see now.
Well, perhaps we'll put you on the next one, man.
So if I switch over to Jackbox and Among Us, what we can do is we can kill that.
Can I turn my console off?
Absolutely, you can.
time ever. Wow. Is there any way to get a different code?
What's going on?
Oh
ITBL.
my god.
Oh,
Our keyboard has kind of been messed up lately, and some of the keys don't work. So right now, most of the time it works, but right now it decided to stop working.
That's really
So
funny.
I can't press T. Oh wait, sorry. Okay, what was the code again? It's working now.
We got a new code.
okay.
Okay.
No, don't keep me in suspense, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to a different screen so that way we make sure that all of our hosts this evening actually get in before everybody starts flooding the chat.
Fair.
So we'll switch to just this one for now.
I like being in the actual game. It's nice.
Okay, so the room code is TCFG.
Just
Sit back.
Oh my god. Okay. P C.
T is in
FG?
Treppy. T is in
Okay.
tree.
I really hope none of this involves me typing more letters after
Oh, it
this.
absolutely is going to.
yeah, Quick Flash is a talky one. So rip.
Well, we already know who's lost.
The point is being funny. You can still be funny.
It's on and off working.
Oh god.
Okay,
You'll
so
just be doing fucking leet speak.
for everybody else, here is in fact the code to get into our game. If you want to be the 3 people to fill up the remaining slots, here's the code to do so. After that, you can always jump in. If you don't happen to make it in one of these spots, you can always jump in as part of our studio audience, as per se, and they'll be able to play along at home.
Oh.
Now bother our boy in chat.
My dude got 3 eyes.
It's a very friendly block. I'm an excited cuboid. Red appears to be a coffin in character.
And fangs.
Red, if we gotta get out the holy water again,
No.
are you
Maybe.
sure?
I guess.
Wonder who's gonna get into the game.
Cookie. Welcome to the game, Cookie.
Hey.
Alright. I say we give it another 45 seconds and then I close it.
Yep. And then I'll hit everybody's in.
I have the everybody's in button, silly. Oh snap. Hi. I'm still just playing the Kirby Dreamland soundtrack in my head. I'm sorry, guys.
Do not be sorry.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay.
It's just no escape.
Is it the theme of friendship, or is it Fountain of Youth?
It's
Beastie, we know a certain person that would like to join us. If you want to privately message that person to make sure they get in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did so.
Surplus.
Finally, you all will witness how stupid I really am.
No.
Dude, don't worry about it. This one isn't trivia. This one is just make jokes. Be funny.
Oh,
You're good
okay.
at that.
That's no
Do not get us banned on Twitch.
I will try my best not to.
There are certain words you cannot say on this platform. Do not get us banned on Twitch.
Please. Thanks.
There is an entire Twitter account that is ban and unban Twitch. I don't want to appear on either of those accounts.
I will not.
I'll be at my utmost best.
Not exactly a joke, but I just accidentally squirted an entire tube of
Pause.
chapstick onto my face.
Oh,
Why?
Oh.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
did you put it in a chokehold?
I am now.
Oh god.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, seems the rest of our audience is just gonna sit back and listen.
All right. Everybody's in.
Yep. The other person did not message back, so.
That's too bad.
Oh, well, okay. Let's start the show.
We got the next game. Shit.
Okay. So whatever device
I'm Schmitty,
you've got
and I
the
don't know about you, but I
website
feel like
open
a
on,
game of quiplash.
that's going to be important for you on this one.
Okay, I hope you've all done your stretching because we're jumping right in. This is round one.
Right, the guy.
You'll get 2 prompts.
The
and your
narrator
advice.
is
Just
saying
answer
things,
them
but I have
however you
the
want.
stream
Your
muted,
responses
so I cannot hear
will
him.
be pitted against someone
Oh.
else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. The more
Don't
people
need
who
the
vote
delay,
for
so
your answer, the
just-
better
Yeah,
your score.
that'd be confusing.
Let's go.
Oh.
This appeals to knowledge I do not possess.
I'm in. I got it.
Okay.
You keep sending them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Well, yeah. Back key's not working. Have fun with that one.
Not having a good time with those two. I don't feel confident in that. Oh well.
Okay. Well, yeah. This I put my answers.
There was one question that I don't know how to be funny about.
Yeah, that was the second one for me.
The first one I was just like,
These better be good.
I
First
missed
one.
but, oh.
It would be very surprising.
It'll
if they
auto-quit
made a
for you.
movie all about the life of blank. Okay, use your device to pick your
it
favorite.
would be very surprising if they made a movie all about the life of.
The life cycle of pet dandruff or Pokemon.
I had an idea just now. Frick, that would have been so good.
One of those would be really great. The other would be just confusing as hell.
Right? I honestly want to see a better Pokemon movie.
Next in line,
One of those made
the
sense. The other was.
country of the super wealthy.
What?
It's voting time.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Fair. You know, dramatic skiing accidents. Sudden throwdowns with criminals in alleys.
Aww.
I didn't even get a chance to vote on this, so.
Come on. Come on, from counting the money?
Next
Come
prompt.
on.
Their
Scientists
egos are
were
so
slowly
fragile.
morphing into former U.S. President Jimmy Carter.
But they cut their fingers when they count their paper money.
I really didn't know what to do here, so
That one makes sense actually. I didn't even think of that.
That makes so much sense.
fuck.
These questions are so weird.
I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry, guys.
I didn't even answer that one.
U.S. flag.
It took me too long to read it.
I was just like, I don't know anything about Jimmy Carter.
Your next prompt is
Who is
the
Jimmy
name of an
Carter?
I don't know, he's a
exhibit
former
you'd be
US
surprised to
president.
see at an art
Former U.S.
museum.
Yeah, he builds houses for fun.
Put in your votes.
Oh,
The
well.
more you know. What the heck?
Oh man.
You know what? I'm gonna say it anyway. You know what? You get points.
That was
Yeah, let's
supposed to say
go!
He wasn't working.
Going incels instead. That's perfect.
Next in line,
I'd be like, what does that
a
mean?
phrase nobody in the history of
I was
mankind
confused.
has ever uttered.
The B wasn't working. I tried.
Okay, vote.
Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. People say a lot of stupid shit.
I was confused. I was like, I don't know what all this means. So I was like, I'll just go to something safer.
These are both wrong. I've definitely said, look at those watermelons.
Yeah, it was wrong, but it made me laugh.
You gotta go with the accuracy, bro.
A bad thing for a TV meteorologist to say during a tornado warning. Ready, set, vote.
Oh my god.
Damn.
So my answer is just gonna get beat to hell. Like,
What?
Honestly, if news were
Oh, look at Nico, wow.
I would probably be more excited.
You get me. I didn't tell
That's
your
round
which is a
one.
little
Let's take a look
embarrassing
at the
though.
scores.
Okay, that is round one. Well done, folks.
ah,
That was fun. I like that one.
It's
No
time
points
for
for your
round
boys
two,
over here.
where all point values
Sorry,
are
man.
doubled.
Okay.
That's right.
Gotta be funnier.
doubled.
You'll get them
I'm
next
trying to
time.
be safe here too, though. So like,
listen, there's
That's
two
what
words you can't say on Twitch, and that's it. Everything else is fair game.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, only two again. Cool. Still not fast enough.
Which one's more legible? We'll see. None of it's working.
Oh, I think I just missed a shot spelling for one of them. God damn
I'm just hoping you guys know what I'm typing.
I have no defense for either of the things I've just said. They're not
mine's
gonna get us.
Mine's a little mean, but you know.
it. Oh boy.
Mine are just
Time
dumb.
to share. Number one on the list. Something
They're also
you
gonna be
should
really
never think about
easy to
while
identify as
meditating.
me because they do sound exactly the way I talk.
Okay,
Oh!
everybody, pick your
Here
favorite.
we go.
Whoop!
Oh my god.
I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Yo. That's saucy, my guy.
Yikes. Yikes.
What?
Get fucked.
I feel fucked.
Get fucked.
Up next, the name of a male strip show with really out of shape guys.
Ooh.
And
Really? Y'all just okay.
Listen,
Oh.
one of them's mine. I feel really proud of that.
My gosh. Never mind.
Sure.
Oh, all my round and proud brothers, stand with me.
Let's go! A shot of love with Tila Tequila taught me well.
You know what? Would have been really funny there.
Okay,
Transformers
next
roll
one.
out.
Oh man.
Ah,
Oh my god.
200
Stop.
Spur Trapper.
because it would have worked.
Get to voting.
Oh.
Like, this shouldn't be a question. This shouldn't be a question.
Come on. Come on.
Hello there,
Listen,
Geek Peak
wait.
Pod.
You know
Hey.
which one's mine.
It's spelled coat, but from now on, it's a certificate of authentication.
Geek Peak Pod, if you'd like to be part
You
of
know
our
which one's mine at this point.
And next is a rejected Jelly Belly.
Geek
Sorry,
Peak
Red,
Pod,
we'll
if
let
you'd like to be part of our studio audience,
Time
all you
to
gotta do
vote.
is go to jackbox.tv and then enter the code at the top right, which I will move the little icon out of the way for you.
Oh, bad news. Vomit is actually flavored.
Oh my
That is a
god.
jelly bean flavor.
Enter
I
in that
would
4-character
rather
code and come play
taste
with us.
Pine-Sol. Pine-Sol smells like it tastes better, so.
Also, like, just poison your kids. Give them pine salt.
I definitely thought Pine Sol was spelled with
Next.
one word.
Dennis the Menace
Oh,
grew
no.
up
Let's
and got
be
the
a
new
dash.
nickname Dennis the Blank.
Is it a dash?
Oh no.
Vote on your devices.
I have some under my counter, but.
What?
What?
That was supposed to be
What the heck?
There's clearly it's
But
more
the
than
keyboard
just
is
key.
not-
It's not working.
Ooh, 50-50 split.
For a Raider.
Oh.
Looking
Moving
at
on.
Fur Raiders,
Why
hilarious.
is each snowflake
Yeah,
different?
I took the safety route, right?
Oh, now.
I have nothing good for it.
Yo!
This is the worst time for this to happen to me. I'm so sorry.
It's perfect. It makes us better. I'm so-
I couldn't even answer that. They're just built different.
Yeah.
Round 2 is
So
one
different
more. Let's see the
opinions on
damage.
Pokemon.
Yeah. I knew it was something there. Like,
Oh, there we go.
wrong, but
That's
I'm
where I
like,
belong.
Oh my god.
For the record, guys, you can play on your
Round
phone.
3, the
So,
last
Abby, if you
flash.
want to like
Everybody's
do it
getting the
off your
same
phone
prompt,
next
so
round,
don't hold back.
That's the problem. My phone is broken.
oh, rip to your
Gosh,
phone.
damn.
Complete this word lash task.
What do you do with your equipment? Wrestle with it?
Possibly
No,
in
I
a
got
dumpster.
mad at not winning a Pokemon in a battle, and I threw it on the ground. They broke.
Mm, classic.
Jeez, only one this time. I'm not fast enough, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
okay.
understand with this.
Oh frick. Oh, I don't got anything for this one.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
No, I am worried about it.
It's okay.
No, I have a good one.
A snack with the word dork in it, honestly.
There we go. Yes.
Okay. I'm scared about what you guys answered, but like we're just gonna hold off, you know?
Are you gonna try and join?
Okay, soak it in. Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals: gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
Oh, those are some good answers.
Damn.
Damn, guys.
Oh, mine didn't make it in on time.
I have a question about someone's, but I don't even know who to ask.
I also have some questions.
Wait.
Go with dork and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Right, because I can't
Or
see my
Crocky
own. That
spaghetti?
makes sense now.
I'll be real, I'm confused about Snark. That does seem to have missed the point of the question.
Snark doesn't have any
Alright,
dork
let's
in
see
it.
who earned those
Yours
medals.
is certainly not.
Bronze, silver, and gold.
Oh,
Okay, let's change those medals
Oh.
into points.
snap. Damn. BT got all of the bronzes. Well done.
That's the end. Let's see the final scoreboard.
I see. Snark does not have dork in it. That's just a word.
Yeah, it's just a word. I didn't know what to write. I'm like, dork, what?
Table, walking away with it.
I am
Jeez.
funny.
For my keyboard not working, I did better than I thought.
You did wonderful given that you really are struggling to type.
The T,
So,
the
if,
U, the...
If I go hit back, would everybody like to play this game again?
We can do this. We can do
I'm
another
down.
one.
Come on
Yeah,
for another game
whatever you
with less
guys wanna
typing
do.
for Avi's sake.
All right. Our options are Trivia Murder Party,
Yes.
Guespionage, Faking It, or TKO.
Faking it doesn't make sense if we're not in the same room.
Trivia Murder Party it is.
Like, you can play faking it a little bit, but sometimes it'll be like, everyone makes X face, and it's just, we cannot see each other's faces.
Enough.
Well, that's tough.
Yeah. So you just have to, like, verbally say an expression, you know?
Visible disappointment.
Oh.
If you'd like to be part of our audience, simply go to jackbox.tv and place the room code KDLF. You can be part of our murder party.
Who am I being? I'm the one-eyed freak.
Thankfully, a code that I did not struggle with.
You have all those letters?
All those keys work.
Of course, I'd be a hacky sack.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody's got like a voodoo doll. Red looks like a shark. I got a hacky sack.
Reggae Shark. Everybody's in. Let's go.
Let's roll.
You have to go to Jackbox and then check.
Red is
Alright,
Reggae
it's doing a
Shark.
whole fan production thing. I am anxious triangle.
I am Cyclops, apparently. Or one-eyed freak.
Damn, knitting, very scary.
Oh my god, no!
Wake up.
So, just so we're clear, the narrator is an asshole this entire time, but like, don't worry about it.
Treaties on the
Yeah.
futility of life, but in like a no pressure, let's all have fun kind of way. Except, you know, I will kill people. I'm going
Okay.
to ask you a bunch
He's
of
explaining how to play.
trivia
He's gonna
questions.
ask us
If
a
you get
question.
wrong,
If you get the
have to
question
fight
right,
for your life. It's one of my
you're
super
safe for that
fun
round.
mini
If you get the question wrong,
games.
you have to go to the
If you do
punishment,
badly in the mini
and
game, I'll kill you.
at
But
least
don't
one
worry,
person dies in the
ghosts can
punishment
still
most
win
of the
the
time,
game. When
but
one
sometimes
player is
more
left
will die
alive,
if you
we'll
fuck
go
it
to
up.
the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can
The
escape
goal is to get to
first.
the end alive. If you
Oh,
don't,
hey, look,
the
we've
ghosts
got an audience
in the
playing
last
along
run to
too.
the exit can
At the
still
end of the game,
overtake
the audience
the
has
living
less
person,
money
steal
than
their
the player
soul,
who
and escape.
wins. Everyone in the
Okay.
audience dies.
Yeah, I'm
It's like
awesome
they're
at
sitting in a
trivia.
splash zone, but instead of
Stupid.
water,
Let's do
it's
this.
death.
That-
That,
But
that
enough
was
of all that.
sarcastic.
Let's
I
play.
forgot to add the sarcasm in there.
Oh, I was
Okay,
actually, I was
first
being
question.
realistic there. I was being
Which of these
Oh,
vicious
let's see
beasts
yourself.
is not a canine?
honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use your device to answer the question. That means you weirdos in the audience too.
Are you serious?
I'm not actually sure, but I think
Playing it.
Time's running out.
Yeah.
I checked correctly, so I'm okay.
Man.
Man, you can go stop.
And the correct answer is... Who got it right?
Whoa.
Let's go!
eh,
Uh-oh.
Prepare for your punishment.
Punishment game. Punishment game.
Dang it.
Welcome to the killing floor.
Hate it here.
this house is a fucking nightmare.
It's easy
Yeah.
and fun. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. Could it
Mm.
be any easier?
So here you pick a finger to lose, and
Go for it.
that you will no longer be able to answer that, like choose that answer. Even if you know it's the right one, you will no longer be able to choose it.
Yo, that's savage as hell.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Don't. Nothing like a good fingering.
Thank you. Who needs it?
Did my
Here's how
man
we're
just
doing
say?
so far. But also know that
Yeah,
who
he
you are as a person is just as important. Oh, and let's throw the audience a bone. Nice score,
we get-
audience.
You guys
FYI,
want to get
that was
Andy into
sarcasm.
the voice chat?
If we can, that'd be sneak.
Let's try another one.
I'm gonna add
Send
him in.
out those
What type
Discord
of deadly
invite.
kind is blue crate?
Beastie, can you do it?
I can only assume based on my Star Wars.
What the heck is a blue
Remember,
crate?
I think it's that though. With that, I think.
Time's running out.
I have no idea. Screw it.
I don't even know what that
And
means.
the correct answer is
I'm going with the Star Wars knowledge here.
Oh,
the rest of them.
Because Star Wars has the crate
Yeah, of
dragon.
course I was
Yeah.
wrong. God.
Hello,
There are
Goofy
giant
Dog.
dragons in the deserts of Tatooine called crates.
I'm going to ask you. a
Also,
question.
I am the one that
Live
cut my
to
index
heads
finger
on
off
how you
100%. That
answer.
was.
Oh, right.
what?
Where's the best place to have a destination wedding?
Oh, oh.
No one ever
Type
puts
an
the
answer
first
in your
answer as
device
the right
and press
answer.
send when you're finished.
What's the best place to have a destination?
Right.
Oh, right. We're not playing the other game. I almost put a totally wrong
I don't
answer.
even know.
No, you gotta give a good answer, and the worst answer gets murdered. That's the play here.
I got the worst answer for sure.
Whatever. I don't even care,
It's
man.
so
If I die,
bad,
then
your answer will be lost.
But hear me out. I mean, at least my choice would be very unique.
Answering was not optional.
I suddenly forgot
It really makes me
the name
angry
of
when
every
your
single
refusal
place
to
in the
participate
entire world.
reveals certain
Wow, you just
inherent
insta
flaws in my
exploded.
basic game design, so please, yeah, don't do that.
I put one in, but someone already put that in.
Here's how
Obviously.
all the scores
That
are
was too
looking.
slow.
Tell a beach, Mexico.
I've got more
Rip to
questions
you guys,
for
I guess. Type
oh
faster.
god.
Which
Yeah.
weapon does Lisa Simpson wield in the
It's not the
1991
typing,
Simpsons
it's
arcade
the
game?
brain that needs to be faster.
Oh, like I'm gonna remember that. Oh wait, no wait.
I
Oh,
not 1991 Simpsons arcade game. I'll be real.
I played that so many times, and I'm actually been hunting that arcade machine down as much as possible.
I hope I'm right.
No, I think I got it wrong. I actually think
Try
it's a lot more mistake.
Hey, just before it goes, I'd like to thank Wednesday
Okay.
Pull for the host.
This
Thank you
one?
very much.
Thank
Oh,
you,
fuck.
Sunstay Poll.
The
Yeah,
rest
it was
of
a jump
you
rope. I
are
chose
still
wrong.
alive.
Damn it, I
Let's play
chose
a
wrong
game.
too. God
I was
damn
like,
it.
she's well known for it.
I mixed it up with Marge because Marge actually
Flex
swings
your
around the giant
creative
fucking vacuum,
muscles.
so I
If
thought it
your
was a
work doesn't
saxophone.
make me ponder the human
See, that's what I
condition,
thought too.
I thought it was a saxophone because that's like the beginning
Your
of
worst
every
nightmare.
Simpsons
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, and it's like Lisa's
Just
trademark
assume.
too.
as fast as you can and press send
Yeah.
when you're
Oh,
finished.
screw this game. Gosh damn
Wow,
it.
that's your worst nightmare. Am I supposed to draw? Am I able to draw my ex-wife on here?
Oh,
That's
my god. Can I do this right? I'm gonna butcher this.
I think mine is funny, even if it does get me killed.
God.
Well, I'm clearly just out of this game because I can't do anything.
Okay. Sure. Go
Listen, if a certain family member of mine is watching this, I'm sorry now.
No, Austin.
Hurry
Oh,
up.
no.
It's
Not
like
a
you'll have to depend
10.
on it or anything.
Oh no.
I don't see.
You didn't draw, so
I cannot
now I
see.
get to
Not
draw. Your
Not
blood.
again.
My exes!
Your silence speaks volumes.
My exes!
Hey, do you like the place?
I thought that was
Originally,
funny.
I was gonna put a hot tub
Yeah.
down here, but I was like, hey, you've been
Austin,
talking about a torture
no.
pit your whole life. You deserve it.
That's sad as hell.
Austin.
How about this? According to legend, who fiddled while Rome burned?
How am I still in this? I should be dead.
Fiddled.
Rome burned?
Uh,
Why are these questions so
I'll
hard?
tell you right now, it's not number 4 because he was just a pervert. But the other thing,
Time for an
isn't one of them dead?
I don't even know the last two.
They were
I'm gonna
all
throw a
dead.
bone.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna throw a bone and be wrong. I bet you.
I just guessed because,
Caesar Nero. 'cause he was a fucking
Oh,
dog.
holy crap. Ooh.
Well, you're not very
I
lucky.
literally. Oh,
Prove it by
Wow.
spinning the user wheel.
The one you said not to
whoa,
pick?
whoa, what was the screen?
Sorry, I
Jesus
guess the
Christ.
instructions.
to be fair, I just went, well, it couldn't have been Brutus, and it couldn't have been Caesar, and yeah, Caligula was not that kind of dude.
He was a totally different kind of dude.
Hard to beat those odds, and you didn't.
Rip red.
Sorry, man.
See, I wasn't joking when I said I'd kill you. I just totally killed you. But don't go into the light just
Thanks for the
yet.
follow, Drat
Ghosts can still
1856.
win. Even death doesn't
Welcome to
get
the
you at a
Crusade.
trivia murder party.
Well, Rip
Goodbye,
What the-
cookie.
cookie. Gone in our
Let's
lives,
try
not
this
in our
again.
hearts.
Who portrayed Robert
Okay.
Shapiro in FX's The People vs. O.J. Simpson?
Robert Shapiro.
What the fuck? Oh, we're gonna go that one.
I don't know actor's name.
Fuck? I'm taking him.
Oh no.
I'm just saying a name who I recognized.
I'm just going with the name that sounds funny.
Damn, I think I know who it was. No, wait, no, that's someone else.
Time's running out.
Okay, never mind. I don't know who this is.
I just don't know.
Who said this?
Oh, nobody. Nobody.
Nobody. Ah, Revolta.
Wrong.
Oh, wow.
No.
Let's go someplace fun.
I went with David Schwimmer.
What?
I also went with David Schwimmer.
That's what I picked.
Darn, this is such a mess. This piece of art has blood all over it. This keeps
Oh,
happening
Christ.
to all my art. Memorize.
Oh,
the
not me
pattern
dying
of
again.
Blood.
Wait, what are we doing here? I'm so
Memorize
confused.
the pattern.
You're
Oh,
effing
boy.
kidding me.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, you've
boy.
had long enough.
Okay, memory, please puzzle.
Reproduce the pattern
Work for
on
me.
your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done.
Oh, God.
The person who is furthest from the pattern
Nope,
will
I'm
die.
already. Yikes. Okay. Oh, jeez. Not me forgetting already.
Those the worst dies.
That's not right, but it's not
Clock's running
horribly
out, Ed,
wrong.
though.
I
Hit
think.
submit already.
I think I messed up possibly. Yeah, well, you know what? We're doing it.
Here's that art again.
I memorized
Let's
a
see if you
couple
messed
of
it up.
shapes.
Is that
Oh
not
snap!
like?
Someone has joined the Discord.
Yeah, I missed off. Frick me. No.
Bye, Felicia.
I just went way more.
Yeah, I knew I was missing some.
Oh snap! You know what time it is? It's the lightning
Only
round.
one of you is still alive.
Oh, that sounds
You know
scary.
what that means.
It just means it's a lot of questions really fast, and if I fuck them up, then you're all going to murder me and possess my body to escape.
With your body.
Hey, God.
I'm
Sounds
gonna give
like
you a
fun.
category.
Does it? Does it really?
McConaughey films in which
Yeah.
he plays
I mean,
a
I
lawyer.
look
Tap
at
on
the
each answer that fits.
I don't know what that other
Press
movie is.
submit. Let's see the right answers.
Oh.
You want to know a real secret?
You
I've never
go
watched The
one
Wolf of Wall Street all the way
space for
through.
every correct answer.
Wow.
You're getting
I've never watched it
exit.
all the way. I watched the first like
Mention that
45
all the
minutes
other
and went,
ghosts
I think I get the
have
gist, and moved on.
If a ghost catches up to you,
Boy.
then they will steal your
Good
body.
evening.
Then they can
How's it
escape.
going?
Evening.
Good
Evening.
Here's
Hello.
everyone's next question.
Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the
And
chat.
ghosts get a
Please
third
stop
choice
your
to
mic.
help them catch up to you.
3D. Oh man.
That one, for once, I actually know.
think. I know one of them, but I wasn't sure about the other two.
I am frantically jazz handing right now.
I'm just taking complete guesses.
American
Oh.
Girl dolls.
Was it?
All of them. Really?
Really?
Hmm.
That is funny.
The hell? How am I supposed to?
Oh man, I don't know. I guess this.
I don't know American Girl doll.
I don't know what the frick that even means.
Going with that.
Yeah.
Screw it. You know what? Surprise.
Going with
Oh, no.
that.
Actually, my thing didn't even let me choose, so that's great.
Oh shit.
They're gonna catch you.
Oh shit. Shino, back off.
Beware of the darkness. Magic 8-ball messages.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine
I
shaking a
actually know
magic
this
eight
one.
ball and it's just like, go fuck yourself? Like, damn, alright.
Gee.
Oh,
you're
no.
catching up.
Fuck off!
With 4 points or more.
Worth 4 points or more. Honestly,
I don't play this game. What?
I'm gonna go with that. I'm not too sure, but I think that is it. I'm just taking a wild guess.
Sure. I lose. It's
Look, I played a lot of Kahoot, so my instincts are to spam the button quickly and move on with your life. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
You've got a ghost breathing down your
Damn it.
neck. Spooky.
not me getting it personally wrong.
Shino, fuck
Character
off!
classes in Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, classes. Uh-oh.
In Dungeons and Dragons, are you suggesting none of you guys have played Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
I have.
I had to in
Hey.
school.
Right, you did. You told me about this.
Wow,
Sucker.
I'm impressed.
God. Oh.
Oh boy!
Now escape before the
I'm about to get
others
possessed,
catch
guys. See you in the next life. I can still overtake him, but like...
you. Hostess snack products.
Also seen in America.
That's, yeah, that's...
Yeah.
You're at a cultural disadvantage on that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten that wrong.
Bitch!
They do twin teeth, don't they?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh wow.
I have
Let
a
the
thing.
darkness consume you.
Wow, the complete opposite of the do effect.
I don't know. I
I don't remember that.
No, because you see the other answer, and I was like, oh, actually, no, you can't. Never mind.
I don't remember,
Yeah.
so I'm just taking guesses. Good luck.
I don't think the question is right.
Fun fact about legumes, they are nitrogen fixers.
Hey, got it.
I got 0.
The shadows are coming.
Goodbye.
Sherlock Holmes story.
You'll get 2, all of them right to exit, right?
I just have to get one right to leave and not get overtaken.
I'm guessing. I'm just taking guesses.
You think
I'm
I'd
also
know.
taking guesses.
I am multiple choice here, so.
Like many exams. Oh, I've been delivered a stock. I guess Dobby is free.
Oh, I know I got that wrong.
Like the world.
Oh no, not us being trapped.
Oh no.
Devoured by the darkness? Question mark?
Yep.
Win again. Look at that.
Not
Told you I'm good at
surprised.
this.
Dumb players, goddamn.
Audience of 3 died with 9
I'm not surprised about that at all.
Oh. Okay, folks. Where do we want to go from here?
We would need 2 more for Among Us if we wanted to do that.
Yeah. We could just pull in 2 randos and just
Who
not
needs 2
use
randos?
the
We
voice.
have 2 more.
It's true.
We can do that.
And some Among Us Chungus.
We'll switch to some Among Us Chungus.
Gotta load that bad boy up then. Hey.
I'm not gonna chance my computer exploding, I think. Oh, did I just unmute the stream? What a mistake. What
Not
is
making a
making the-
mistake.
Oh, fuck, that's what's making the mistake. My bad. Turn that music off. Okay.
Are you
Oh.
okay? I was like, my game had to do a quick update, and I was like, man, if this is a long update, I swear to God.
Nah.
That really would just take the cake, huh?
Oh god.
This one's probably gonna be loud as fuck.
Never mind.
Hold on. If I can catch it, I don't know if I can catch it because I don't know what the volume was at last time.
Gotta go fast.
Come on, Mixer. Come on.
I'm
Where you
ready.
at?
I'm ready.
All right. So the key to this, though, you have to mute yourself when we're not in a discussion.
No
It
kidding.
will not auto do that.
Yes.
Isn't there a way to do that though?
I don't know.
Well, through here, that's about it.
Mm.
So we have to mute ourselves when we're at the table, or what? Or what?
Other way around.
We
Mute yourself
have
when
to
you're
mute
away from
ourselves
the
when we're
table.
roaming around doing our own thing. But once we
Okay.
like emergency meeting, it's mic back on.
Yeah, exactly.
And if
Gotcha.
you're dead, you can't talk either.
Yeah, when you're dead, you gotta be silent. So.
Okay.
Was it local or online that we go to?
It'll be
Private.
That
online.
was my question.
Online private, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Online, it's online. You have to make a game, I think, right?
yeah. You gotta, and then whatever the code is that you'll just have to give to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm,
Oh,
So I'm playing the harmonica.
Yes.
My next question is, how do I mute myself?
find out next time on
Alright,
Discord.
so the
Ballsy.
code-
Oh, never mind. I got it. I got it.
Oh wait, put in a code now. I forget how to do that.
So we just gotta wait for
So the
Red to give
code,
us one, and then
Yeah, here we go.
is on
The
screen.
code is
on screen. You see this, but I don't see it. Ah, there we go.
oh jeez.
Oh, my screen is too full. Gosh, damn it.
Gosh, I forgot how much I hate phone thumbsticks.
Ah, my thing. God damn it.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's see. What's the other one? 1, 2. Okay, that should be it. Oh, I forgot. My name's different. Whoops.
Jotaro? In
Yeah.
the Hour Among Us game?
Yeah.
That's fine. At least we know you're Jotaro. It's not like anybody else wandered their ass in here.
I mean,
All right, we're just waiting for one more to jump in because it's 5.
Oh shit.
yeah.
Wait, wait, what was the code? Is there a code yet?
It's
VY
on screen. Yeah, VYIQHF.
Are you sus?
I am.
Oh,
All
shit.
right, that makes 5. Who's ready?
Wow. I might have to sit
Is it
this one
almost
out because
watermelon?
it won't let me.
I think so.
Aw.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to sit this out. It won't let me.
That's okay.
Damn, okay.
No,
You
she
want to hang out
likes
in
to
voice chat anyway?
Sorry?
Would you like to hang out in voice chat anyway?
Yeah, I will for sure. I'll watch.
You
Okay.
should commentate.
It says something about an older version of the game. I'd have to update it. So you guys do you. I'll watch.
Oh,
Okay,
I should probably
sounds good.
stop looking at the stream, huh?
Yep.
That will hurt.
Please
Yeah,
don't
that-
do that. Do not look at the stream. That will be my footage.
I wonder who just killed Jotaro.
I
Jesus.
wonder.
Red look
I
a little
wonder.
sus. All right,
There we go. Oh yeah, okay.
let's begin.
Oh fuck.
I
All
am
right,
not.
Make
Mute
everybody
yourself.
hit mute.
You right, you right.
Mute
Yeah,
yourself.
everybody mute.
Hey,
Well.
so I just walked into a room with Jotaro and we got immediately called into a meeting.
Yeah.
Where did Red die?
Chino,
Hmm?
I have to say, I saw you do that.
Oh
After
shit.
this, all I saw was him die, and I'm like, oh no.
How did you see me do anything? What are you talking about?
Well, I saw Red alive,
Uh-huh.
and then I didn't see him alive, and then you came out of where he was dead.
That's a nice story. That's a nice story. That,
Well,
that can
I
be the
have
other
no
way
evidence.
around too, bud. What are you talking about?
I have no evidence. That's what I'm saying. But this is my
This is your eyewitness account.
Yes.
Nice try. I went down to do a task, and all of a sudden I was out.
I just wanted to go to electrical.
This is my first time playing this too, for that matter. So I just went to a panel because I have no idea how to work anything.
a likely story.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
The issue is really we only have like 2 chances to guess out the imposter because after that it's just someone in the imposter. So
Yeah.
What do we do here? Is
you have to vote.
He said.
Yeah, you gotta vote because I don't know what's happening here.
I'm willing to shoot you in the face. I have no stakes in this yet.
Skipped.
I
If it's-
skipped because I was confused. I was like, I don't know.
Fuck.
Ugh,
Okay.
well,
Well, I know
that
I'm
was
staying away from.
productive. I'm gonna go back to
So-
electrical. If I die, I'm gonna go in the direction of whoever this is, and if I
Beat
die,
yourself,
they probably
damn.
murder me.
Just
Fuck.
beat yourself already.
Oh fuck. Okay.
So, I
was staring at Shino. So.
As I was listen. As I was passing through to my next objective, I was happened to be going past the security cameras, and as I was just leaving table from the electrical room, and Jotaro was dead on the camera. So that leads me to believe Shino is the murderer here.
Look, man.
And I'll be honest, that's how I look pretty sus right now.
You are really, in fact, living up to your fucking name.
Yeah.
You have to take my word for it. You have to take my word for it.
Oh, you're the one that named themselves I am sus? Okay.
So slick with the British accent, even. Oh yeah.
Shino, we throw him out. If you kill me
My-
after this,
my-
you kill me after this.
I'll take. I promise I won't take this personally, but I may take it personally.
That's okay. I've met you like once. I can afford that.
Well, this how the tables have turned. Okay.
I am master of tables. They never turn here. Well,
I shall
goodbye.
mute myself.
Yeah.
Well done.
Wow.
As soon as I saw you, I was like, son of a bitch.
You motherfucker!
I was going to find once,
we
but twice.
should get more people, not gonna lie, because this I forgot this goes really quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, especially with 5 people. Fuck.
Let's can we just get random? Is it random? Is it?
We could.
Of course we can. If you have it on your phone,
Yeah.
we will show the code on screen, and you are more than welcome to join us.
How many people are in the stream?
10 or so.
11 at the moment.
Why am I
Wow.
red? Red, I've stolen your identity.
Best change that. Okay, new code. It is BGWFUF.
Okay.
Oh, we switching games? Okay.
Yeah,
We're
so I can
switching
add
games,
people. Yeah.
apparently.
Oh, okay.
freaking-
How do I quit this?
Sorry, BG.
WFUF.
F you.
I am blue. I returned to
There
my
we go.
natural state.
Okay. Not okay. You're gonna have to repeat that or like post it in Discord real quick.
It's in Discord, yep.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Hello, Track1856. Welcome to the game. Ooh. What is this?
Should be in. There we go.
Big foof.
Do I look sus?
There you go.
You always look sus.
Maybe she can
See, I see you over there, Jotaro.
I think
He's-
I will one up you and join you on this one.
I
do my
didn't.
hand.
Oh jeez.
Right, you know who this is.
Oh
We are awaiting
no!
one more person.
Oh my god!
Plant. Plant.
Who would like to join us?
Need one more player.
I am trying to update the game,
Oh.
but no luck. I was able to play it before. That's the thing. But for whatever reason, joining local whatever it was like nope, not allowed. Screw
not
you.
happening.
I'm like, okay.
Wait, if you're hitting local, you're hitting it wrong. You need to hit online.
Sorry, no, I did. That is what I did. I'm sorry. That's what I meant. I did do that and then hit the
Hello.
private, and it was like no.
Hello.
Oh.
Right, okay. If we're getting there, then I will stop looking at the stream because, you know, cheating.
Exactly.
Look at your own screen, damn it.
Maybe I will.
I'm not cheating, I swear to God.
All
It's
right,
not my
come
fault that we're
join
playing
us in
split screen.
Sloan, there, friend. You might want to unmute yourself because we're not in the game yet. If you're going to be joining us.
I'd love to join you. I think Vic's coming too. She and I were like, yeah, she's on her way.
Nice.
Oh,
More
neat.
players. I like this.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we just need one more to finish this round of Among Us. We'll go through one more, and then we'll jump to your section.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't even know what that noise was.
That was
Star Wars for a second.
somebody getting a phone call.
I see.
Ooh. I'm so slow. Yo, I can't believe you said
Sloan,
that.
do you need the code?
Yeah, I'll take the code.
It's in the general of Discord. It's
Awesome,
BGW.
thanks.
Yep.
Gino, does this hat represent Jotaro close enough?
Green one's much better, actually.
Green one? Where?
Well, the one I have on my head right now.
Yeah, but I'm talking about for my guy.
Yeah, see, like this hat's pretty much close to Jotaro.
Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, frick. I honestly not gonna lie, I can't even see it. I'm choosing hats right now.
Dude, no worries.
Hold on. Let me see.
I'm being told I
Oh.
need. Yeah, I gotta update my Among Us app, so I might be out on this one. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Unfreaking fortunate.
Right? Oh well.
Why is that though? Mine doesn't even give me the option to update it.
Will be the plague doctor.
Yeah, Shino looking like he's from 1762.
In this day and age, actually, he might just be dressed appropriately.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if
Seemed to
taking my
work back
diagnosis
then.
of you, I am sus. I think you just have a head cold. Stay far away.
I have my mask on. You can see. I have my face mask on. It's good. It's okay.
I have my bird mask on. I understand. You can stay. We can each other. It's okay.
I just be photosynthesizing.
Yes.
A cap.
Grow more. Help us
A-cap.
produce oxygen.
A cap.
Fuck. Red, you good?
A cap.
Just the whole time, alright.
They dressed as a police officer. A policeman
A cap.
Please don't kill me. I'm black.
That's probably not gonna go the way you hope.
Hey, real quick, I'm gonna keep watching the stream, but I'm gonna sign off on here.
Okay.
Farewell.
So that way, A, I can't ruin it. B, good luck.
We need all the luck we can get.
All right.
Yes,
We're
good
just gonna
luck to all
try.
of you.
We're gonna see if I can select 6. Thank you, Avi, for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Good for me. It's good hearing
Good luck,
you.
guys. Have fun. You guys are doing a great job.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm gonna kill it, and then we're gonna see if I can just load it up with 6.
Run
Okay.
code 5, game 3.
Let's go.
Are we leaving?
Yeah.
This way I can
just
switch to
gonna-
6 this way. Yep.
I see.
All right. I will type it in the Discord. It's also on screen.
Hey y'all.
Ew.
Hello.
Hi. I'm a bit of a technophobe.
Oh, that's fine. That's very scary. Thomas Edison, probably a witch.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that makes 6 of us. We're gonna finish this round of Among Us, and then we'll switch over to your guys' participation.
Alrighty.
Cool.
I had Among Us open.
Oh no. Rip.
It seems like everybody needs an update. We have 6 people. We're gonna play this one. If everybody's down for one more afterwards, we'll figure that out afterwards.
Sure thing.
It's good.
Okay, here we go.
Alrighty.
Oh shit. Okay.
Don't forget you're mute.
I am not the imposter.
What'd you see? What'd you see,
What
boy?
happened?
Got a dead body down south. The communications.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see
I didn't
anyone?
see any.
do it?
I didn't see anybody. I just saw the dead body and just came up north to find the red button.
Well, I was taking out the trash like a good citizen. So I don't know what y'all were doing.
I was failing at
Sorry.
swiping a card.
Wait, I'm sorry. Table, you were what?
Taking out the trash. Literally. That was one of my tasks. Take out the garbage. I had to do it in the cafeteria, then I had to go down south, and then I headed over to electrical where I saw you.
Okay, there we go. Because I was like, you were just with me, so I was like, what story are you pulling?
I was also in electrical.
Yeah, you both came up into electricals, so.
Hey,
there's
like
that.
I'm like again, like I'm walking around because I'm still new to this shit, so I'm just trying to like figure out how to even do any of these tasks.
Yeah.
And I just figured out how to work the map, so I went down south, and then I just saw like what's his name, Andy.
You saw the murder.
Drat, have you got any defenses? What's your alibi, bro?
Drat, you
Like,
there?
Just was like, it ain't me, I swear.
Sounds fake. I will contribute to eating them.
No,
Do it.
I can imagine just like, it wasn't me.
Was with Black?
Black.
Chino? Can confirm?
I saw Drat. I saw Drat around, and I don't know. They went east, so they went somewhere else.
Hmm.
Then got to admin with Red.
Yep, can confirm.
Okay.
Red was an admin.
I was in electrical the whole time with you, if anything, Table.
He
So.
didn't murder me in electrical, which is promising.
I thought you were gonna murder me.
I do my task, bro.
I saw both of you come in. I was like, I'm gonna die one way or another, man. So I was like, yeah.
I don't feel like we have any good evidence here.
No.
Yeah.
Ah!
Wow, Red.
Wow.
I've done nothing. Anyway,
My guy said it was this one.
see y'all in a bit.
Oh, jeez. One imposter remains.
I'm gonna get fucking got. That's what's gonna happen. Y'all, I'm gonna get got. That's what's gonna happen. Let's go try that place again.
Motherfucker!
Well
Yo,
played.
I don't even know how to get into that room!
Yo, two people went like past.
I don't know how to get into that room!
You have to go to the top section, but I thought y'all were going over there anyways. I was like,
No, I was just downloading stuff on my little tablet.
You know what? Fucking salty run back. No.
Salty run back? We're doing it again.
do it again.
Well played. Can I just say, killed me, and I watched him as a ghost go all the way up to the emergency button and call an emergency.
I was
meeting.
just, I was just
Self-call.
thinking about it.
Yeah.
I was like, if we survive this, it's Shino. But alas.
Oh, jeez.
You know what?
Just immediate. This one is sus.
Yeah, that's enough. Man, 'cause that was imposter twice now. Okay, like enough now.
Everyone has a solid alibi.
Good.
Anybody want to switch
Lie
colors?
to
We
my
good now.
friends. Oh man.
I can live with green. It matches my plant aesthetic.
Oh.
Alright, see you later.
With envy.
Let's go. Already? Yeah.
Table.
Oh!
So I come into a room and I watch fucking I am sus murder guy and then stare at me and leave.
Don't even try it. I walked in and there was a dead body right under your feet.
Dude, you can play it however you want, but I know what I saw.
Listen,
I saw.
I saw
all white
Table
head towards black.
with Shino's
I
head in
watched
her
him
hands.
stare at me with dead at his feet. My heart was broken.
Looks like we got a stalemate there, boys.
I'm gonna call big fat bollocks to that. But yeah.
Say what you will. I know
Table.
the truth.
I didn't lie last time. Last game when I wasn't the imposter, you voted me
Andy,
out.
you want to vote?
I wasn't lying. I wasn't. Yes, I'm gonna vote for Table because that's who I saw on the other side of the... Really?
Cold-hearted
Really, guys?
We'll find out. If not, we'll just immediately do Table.
Sorry. You're gonna be sorry.
Son of a gun.
Peace. Huh.
I think Drat pulled it, so
Did he?
yeah, because I think he stayed back in or they stayed back in shows. So
A lot of question marks. I'm down in electrical, if anyone wants to know.
Oh, so green. So Table. Green
be
called out
you.
by Mandrat here.
I'm in electrical? I have
no,
things
for like
to do?
for the other vote, so like they're
I have
shooting
something to
you.
calibrate?
What is this Drat saying? I'm in electrical?
I got stuff to do? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I bet you got stuff to do.
It's not taking out the trash this time, so I'm kind of jazzed
You're right,
about
'cause
that.
I already did that.
But like, it's really hard to navigate this ship, please.
No, wait. Hang on. Wait. I set navigation.
I don't know. I said navigate as in maps, bro. I'm very bad at maps.
Aha.
Well, more than one person can do like a task, obviously, but depends on who was there. Wait,
Zero
what?
ejection. Try again.
Rip. Now I gotta go walk down there? Fuck you guys.
Oh my god. Okay, mute yourself.
Oh shit. Oh
Okay,
shit.
so near reactor.
I'm trying to find my way to the shields. I don't know where that is.
Yeah, so I don't know who murdered the bastard, but
But he dead. You learning tricks from Shino now, bro?
no, I literally was doing tasks.
I was following Drat, hoping he knew the way to the shields.
You. This is very sus.
I'm
have a
so
map.
sad. yeah, I do, but like, you haven't seen me drive, Drat. but I'm really bad at navigation.
God.
I was like, maybe if I follow Drat, they'll take me to the right area. Fuck.
I don't know.
I was
man.
trying to follow you. I saw you go one way.
I put my vote in. I'll just.
It's very rude. Look, man, I don't know. I saw you run away, and I was like, oh shit, he's going. That is not my fault if you were unobservant, bro.
No. Jesus. Oh, this is very sus, bro.
Oh, it's totally sus, but in my defense, I was actually trying to follow Drat.
Oh no.
Rip.
Oh,
But like, for
my
real,
God.
that's where I was going. I was like, fuck, I don't know the way to the shields. I saw.
Me and Drat had a stare down. They're just like, you. Let me get to that panel and let me just do the task. Is it you?
Yeah.
And then it's literally walking back and forth like,
I don't know what to say,
trust
bro.
you. And then lo and behold, Drat leaves, and guess who walks in? Someone trying to do a task.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah.
Rip.
And she killed you.
I sure did.
Mhm.
That's why I murdered you, yes.
Oh, how the
BC?
turns are tabled.
BC and Drat were somewhat convincible. I did see Drat, but apparently it was not enough. They did not see
No,
me.
I just like I had my suspicion because I was like, this something ain't connected.
Oh, lo and behold, the most efficient liar on the team is moi. I'm sorry, guys.
You were pretty good at it, yeah.
Like you were using Drat and he hasn't got a voice.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
Follow Drat.
That's not a.
Yeah,
We
thanks for playing.
appreciate you playing there, Drat.
Oh, he's in the stream, I think, because he replied through the text.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not following her. She didn't see her.
All right, that was fun.
guys-
I'm sure we'll play some more a different day.
You guys have trust issues with me now?
I've played
Yeah.
Mario Party with you and slammed your ass against walls. No, I could. We could, dude.
Interesting.
Rock solid friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, the ultimate tie, for the follow.
Yeah, hey, welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining the Crusade.
All right. We will bid our friend Andy a sweet farewell. We will chat with him again soon.
Where can we find you, Andy?
Where can you find me?
Yeah, where can the people find you?
I live in Edmonton.
Yo,
Do you have social media to plug? Do you have your own Twitch channel to plug? Do you got a YouTube
Not yet.
to plug?
I'm gonna be building something at some point. It's under construction.
Okay.
Blueprints are being drawn.
Okay.
No, but yeah, no. It was a pleasure to play. I will join again at some point.
Sure.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy what you're doing next.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, I'll see you later.
Bye bye.
Hey, man, take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh.
Hello. Ah.
Okay.
All right,
What's
we're
fun?
gonna get out of this.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Howdy, and welcome to the stream. We've been going for some time.
Yeah,
Thank you for
last time I
having us.
remember, the sun was up.
Yeah, I've been listening to you guys for the past little bit, and I'm like, whew. You guys must have more energy than I do.
I think I've been running the entire gauntlet so far.
Yeah, Red and Shino have been the
Thanks
real
for having us.
players of the day who have gone for like most of the last 6 hours straight.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
my wife in 6 hours.
Oh,
I
my God.
I have yet to feed my dog.
Oh no.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He'll survive for now.
I'll let you know if he has a problem.
Sure.
Yeah.
Really aggressively.
Mm-hmm. You might
I'm just
hear
building the
some
layout
clawing
and
at
then
the
we'll.
door here.
Ooh. You also have fun background noises? Excellent.
Yeah, I live with
Oh,
a
that's no
family of
good.
6, and
Oh
we have
my.
3 dogs in the house right now. So
So you live with a family of 9, really?
yeah, so you might
Yeah.
hear some scratching at the doors. That's my dog Jasmine. She likes to come in for snuggles. She's not gonna come in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's tried doing that when Sloan and I do our podcast stuff.
What a wonderful
Speaking
dog.
of, we should probably introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, my name's Victoria, and I'm one of the co-hosts for the Interdisciplinary History podcast.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice to meet.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to have
Yeah,
you.
it's more than tried. Like, she's accomplished it, and I'm good at editing that out.
Sorry.
I feel your pain.
Due to bad setup, the chat did not hear that. Would you
And
please
I'm
redo
Sloan?
that? Due to a tech error, they did not hear the first introduction. Would you please
Yeah.
repeat that for us?
Hi, I'm Victoria.
I don't know if I'm...
Sloan?
Hello.
Hello?
Sloan, can you hear us?
Oh, that's someone leaving the call.
That might be Sloan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sloan, you good?
We've been having some technical
Yeah,
difficulties today, so we'll see.
Oh, that's a little delayed, huh?
Yeah.
Oof.
Hey, let's test this.
I
Hey,
can hear you. Can you hear me?
we
Yes.
can
Can
hear
hear
you,
you.
but you're delayed.
I can hear...
Here, let me say it this way. What word did I say? Pancake.
Pancake.
Oh. Hmm.
So like a full second or so of delay.
Hey, Sloan.
Sloan?
No, that's no good. I'm gonna let Vic get started. I'm gonna close Discord. Pancake.
Oh.
Oh, hey.
That's bad.
Yeah, we can't work with that. That's a.
I'll maybe let Vic get started. I'm gonna restart my Discord because that usually fixes it for me.
I would restart your whole shebang there, friend.
Oof. Good luck.
All right. I guess while that's happening, I'll introduce Sloan and my podcast. We're the Interdisciplinary History Podcast / group. We are a couple of students at McEwen University, and we talk about history and the way it intersects with we talk about history and the way it intersects with other disciplines.
Okay. Example, please.
So one of our examples previously on our show was we had an episode about how the history of horror movies has been intersected with the history of eugenics and such. Hello, Sloan.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear
We can
you,
hear
Sloan.
you.
Okay, I think I'm in sync with you guys again.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Ready? Pancake.
Pancake.
Ah, yay!
All right.
Yeah. Awesome.
Vic was just talking about your guys' show.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll let Vic continue and then I'll give my 2 cents on it because we've done a total of 3 episodes, so she and I might still have different thoughts on what we're actually trying to do.
Okay.
Well, I was just talking about our first episode.
Yeah.
I was talking about how our first episode, Sloan, and how we discussed how horror movies have been depicted with ableism, how connected. Oh my gosh, I am just not having a good Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to, Vic?
Yeah, you can do that, please.
Awesome. Yeah. So now that you guys can hear me, yeah. So we're interdisciplinary history. So basically, how do we connect to our understanding of the past through pop culture or through things that aren't just your history textbook?
Right.
Is kind of our jam. So we looked at like the classic Universal Pictures monster movies.
Oh, hey, we talked about them too.
Yeah. Your guys' episode was awesome, by the way. It was so cool that ours came out at the same time as that.
Yeah.
But we looked at them in the context of the decades they came out, and we talked about how, you know, there's this social concern with very visual, physical monsters contemporaneous to like the early eugenics movements, and like how do we consume that media when we take that context into effect or into account. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you're just a bunch of smarty farties.
Oh, honestly, it's a good thing you picked us at the end of the night, because like people might sign off.
No, come on, your show is awesome. Don't even.
You're basically talking through an essay. How is that not cool?
Yeah, and like we want to talk about like Inglorious Bastards and Jojo Rabbit tonight, which I think you know, Red said that was cool, so I assume one of you guys are interested in that.
So
go on.
I convinced, or well, I suggested to them all, and everybody on this show right now has watched both movies.
Yay!
Awesome. Oh, we're gonna have a good chat, I think. I have some thoughts, and they are saucy.
Okay,
Sloan
I
has
am
heard
interested
my
in hearing.
rants. Sloan has heard my rants. My boyfriend has heard my rants. He's also listening right now, so that's nice. Hello, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
yeah.
I'm curious, I guess, like already on the channel, you've seen both movies. What do you how like not to make a lofty question, but how do you feel about them as a depiction of like World War II? You feel like they're neat, or do you feel like they're a bit strange?
If I can start, I definitely think that it's an interesting approach, obviously. I mean, most World War II media deliberately focuses on the Allies because, you know, you get to paint this whole heroic journey, this whole big, lofty, and we won kind of story. But stories that focus on people who are Nazis, I think is just as, if not more valuable than the war propaganda, because it's really easy to forget that the people who lived there were people living there and doing things. And if you make the other side in a war actual literal monsters, okay, it's easy to kill them at the time, but it's also very hard to recognize them if they ever turn up again.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone in these movies is a person, even if a lot of them are shitty people.
Yeah. Yeah. What you said about monsters, I think, is really relevant to like Jojo Rabbit too. Because in interviews, one of the things that Taika Waititi said is he pointed out that like a lot of people on the far right, or a lot of white supremacists, do really like movies like Inglorious Bastards or American History X, because even though they're portrayed as villains, they're portrayed as very powerful and liking that image. So to do a satire like Jojo Rabbit takes away some of that power.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and one of the things I took some notes, and one of the things I think I thought about with the characters actually between Jojo Rabbit and Inglorious Bastards is Taika Waititi treats the characters in his film as people. Inglorious Bastards arguably does not. And why I say this is there's no depth, and there specifically with the characters of Shoshana and the Bastards.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though the film is named after them, and they have an important role. We don't really get to see them. We don't know anything about them other than the fact that they want revenge.
Yeah.
And that's it. While with Jojo Rabbit, we know a lot about a lot of the characters based on their characterization and such. Elsa, for example, the character of Elsa, she has a lot of pain and anger, and that gets to be explored. While Shoshana, who was one of the characters I looked at the most while watching Inglourious Basterds, she didn't have that kind of development.
Yeah, I know. Inglourious Basterds is very much a vengeance quest, and if not nothing more than that. Mm. As where Jojo Rabbit kind of like broke down the Nazi mental, the Nazi mental view on everything else, and like taking the piss on that, right? Like it was very much like just like explaining Nazism and then destroying it at the same time.
Got a lot of notes here.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in for a hot second if people don't mind.
Yeah,
This is
love
not
that.
this is not the first like set of movies that has taken a wildly different approach to the depiction of Hitler and even the death of Hitler. You have some of Mel Gibson's, Mel Brooks's, not Mel Gibson's. Jeez. Ooh.
That's an important distinction to
That
make.
is a very important distinction.
That'd be a very different movie.
I was
My apologies.
kind of worried for a second.
Mel Brooks's depiction of Hitler with Springtime in Hitler and depicting him as sort of a let's call it what it is, a fancy boy.
Okay.
Right? Not only featuring him in a musical and featuring the Nazis as parading around showgirls, but on the flip side of that, you have your war movies of the time where they are, no, we're going to win because we're the Allies. So this is just more of a modern take on that.
Yeah, I think that's very fair to say.
Yeah, I think that's very fair to say too. It's I love Mel Brooks' satire, and he does it so well. And I haven't seen satire like his in a long time. And then Jojo Rabbit just stuck out to me as one of the best examples of modern satire.
Yeah.
I introduced Sloan specifically to Young Frankenstein, and he does a great satire of the Universal monster movies in that. And what I think is interesting is that with these satirical films, they actually give depth to the character that you don't really get to see in these action films.
Yeah.
For example, the Shoshana, when she leaves at the very beginning in chapter 1, when the Nazis have invaded France that way and she is hiding from them, we don't really get to see what her life is like up until we meet her later in a different chapter. Right, so it gives her lots. It gives her very little to work with as a character to derive from and pull from and maybe even sympathize for. Whereas in Jojo Rabbit, the girl that we meet there is very much a, oh no, she has witnessed the horrors of this war and she is done with the whole thing. Like even watching a 10-year-old boy in front of her, I want to believe that not only does it strike her as odd for the first little bit, for the first couple minutes of their interaction, but it's like, oh, this is how far this actually goes. Like now you see the tree for all the roots.
Again, like with Inglourious Basterds, again, it's a vengeance quest, right? So Shoshana's setup is the entire posse gets murdered by the Nazis, and she escapes, right? So from there on, you should already know that she's going to be on a quest of revenge. Period. I mean, the build up for that character is not really. Again, Inglourious Basterds is it's not really much more than just a vengeance quest. You're not going to get much more out of it. Like development there for sure is going to be pretty much stalled.
Yeah, and I think one of the issues that kind of arises from that is it's sort of, this is a period in history where you've got a group of people who are being systematically disenfranchised and systematically excluded, and then you're failing to humanize them in your storytelling.
Yeah, there was a review by, I'm actually gonna just find it right now in my notes. Daniel Mendelsohn. He says, in *Inglourious Bastards*, Tarantino indulges his face for vengeful violence while turning Jews into Nazis, unquote. And basically, when I watched it, I had a real issue with the fact that I thought it's cool it's great that they're giving a chance for people to get revenge, but they are not giving them development in that process of revenge.
Why the revenge? Any personal stakes for them, other than just
Yeah.
it being the Great War, right? Like, what motivates the Glorious Bastards just go about and doing their, because they're kind of their quest, missions were kind of like backhanded. They weren't really like official like missions going down. They were just doing their own kind of thing. So I mean, like, what, how did they get started? Why did they start this group? How did they band together? Like, there's no real backstory to any of them, like, right? Like, as you said, and again, like, the development is pretty much stalled.
Nothing there, and basically they give more screen time to Hans Landa.
Yes.
over the Jewish characters who are Tarantino said he wanted to see given more power. But to be given that power, you have to be given that screen time and that time for development, and you're not really seeing that in this film. Whereas with Jojo Rabbit, you're getting that time. Like, from the beginning, all the characters have a personality, but there is this sense of empathy in the characters.
Yeah.
Tarantino doesn't seem to have that, which
is very on brand for Tarantino.
Yeah.
Violence is his thing.
And in an extreme way. There's one character, I do not remember his name, but in *Inglourious Bastards*, that it is a lead actor in Django Unchained.
Oh,
not Jamie Foxx, but the other. Yeah, you're talking about Christoph?
No.
Not Samuel Jackson, because he is in both. That's not who I mean. But
Michael Fassbender.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, him playing both characters, and you can see, because *Inglourious Bastards*, I believe, came out first, if memory serves me correctly. And you can see how, like, just watching that actor portray that character in that specific way, when you flip it on its, not even just slide it over to the next slot when you're doing Django Unchained, he's a perfect fit that way.
Right, okay.
And just makes him an absolutely evil son of a bitch.
Oh, he's so evil in Django, and Michael Fassbender in general, he's very good at playing despicable characters.
Yes, he is.
Specifically, Sloan and I watched the other day Jane Eyre.
He's like creepy in that movie. They're like
so creepy. Oh my god.
He's so creepy.
Oh my god. It's just for people who haven't seen Jane Eyre, it's bonkers. But I love it. It's like watching reality TV.
It's the 2011 one. It was fun. Victoria is the Regency era expert. I am less into that, but it was hilarious. Yeah.
The most I've reeled into the Regency was The Crown.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And while that's not a terrible show, there are some discrepancies that we're just moving forward.
Are you talking about the current season? Or are you
whatever you want to nitpick? There is someone we haven't heard in this show a whole bunch. And that's Beastie.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add on where we're at thus far?
Not at the current moment. Either was I would have.
I believe you. I just wanted to make sure your voice was heard there, Captain.
No, for sure.
Yeah. No. One of the things Victoria said when we started, because obviously we rewatched both films recently, is it had been a while since both of us had seen Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
And we didn't remember it being as problematic as it was when we actually went to watch it. Because it seemed like it should be great. It's a Tarantino film about beating the Nazis. Like, that should be good. But it fails on a lot of the elements that that you just kind of need for storytelling and humanizing. And that's what beating the Nazis should actually represent, is humanizing a group that's being dehumanized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the coin, there is a certain people of number, like a certain people in this group that really doesn't need the humanizing. They were monsters from start to finish, and they need to be remembered that way.
This is also
absolutely
true.
Yes. Yeah. And I think, like, with what Victoria says, like, the amount of screen time that's given to Christopher Waltz, whoever plays Hans, like, he is given so much character development, but it's almost like by the end of the movie, he's won in a way. Like, yeah, he gets his face fucked up, but it's almost like he's portrayed as smart and clever and kind of has these positive attributes in that he sort of wins in the end, and that's really problematic.
It almost speaks on the actual fact, because after the war ended, a lot of Germans actually shipped over to the States and, played off as Americans and got away with it. So I mean, I could see that being a thing for this.
In fact, that is continued in the Amazon show called Hunters.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's a fantastic show that I'm sure if these lovely ladies would like to return for maybe an episode on that someday.
Absolutely.
Oh, we would like that.
We would,
we would probably end up talking a little bit about season 2 of The Boys in that instance too. Yeah.
I
don't know if everybody's up on that. But...
I am, and that season was pretty heavy on that message, but it was very clear.
Yeah, they did a really good job, I felt.
Yeah, it was very clear.
Yep.
I'm just hiding here because I still haven't had the time to watch the new season.
No worries.
Don't kill me, please.
I will not spoil anything for you.
We won't spoil The Boys here. No. To reflect on where I am in The Boys, I watched episode 1. It was actually too much for me.
Really now?
Yeah, it was too much. Yeah. Probably once I got past episode 1 and, the very, very gross and disturbing thing that happens right there at the beginning of episode 1. I'm sure once I got past that, I'm sure it's a great show with, ready to hate characters, but whew,
I just want to be clear. Are you talking about season 2 or season 1?
Season 1.
Okay.
You mean
I think that's the thing you're talking about.
Because if you can't get through that,
it's
you
six,
are not ready.
It's like less than 10 minutes into the first episode.
No, you're not gonna be able to make it, dude. Like the female literally she pulls faces right the fuck off, man. So I mean,
maybe not
from the chin up. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like anything above like this Quentin Tarantino's level of violence. I'm good there.
It's a good show, man. I swear to you, it is.
I have absolutely no doubt. Amazon would not push it so hard if it wasn't.
Yeah.
However,
the crazy thing too is it's based on graphic novels, and the graphic novels, like, the Amazon show is tame compared to the graphic novels.
So I've been told.
The graphic novels are on some next level stuff, man.
Yeah.
Well, I will say.
What shows like The Boys and? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, with shows like The Boys, I'm actually okay with the goriness. I have more trouble watching Grey's Anatomy because I can't handle surgery scenes. I don't know why.
That's, I mean...
I think it's because, like, with the cartoonish goriness, that like it's fake. My brain tricks is like, yeah, it's fake. I watched like someone doing surgery on The Blacklist or Grey's Anatomy, and I just have to hide.
Yeah.
I can't watch it. Just,
That's strange. Like I can't really do gore movies, but I don't mind watching people explode by a bomb. I can't explain it either. I guess it's just the slow torture I can't take.
That's weird.
I think it really matters if the gore serves a purpose in the film or whether it's just there to make you uncomfortable to look at.
Yeah.
If there's a point, I can put up with a lot. If you're just trying to gross me out, I will easily be grossed out by removing someone's trachea through their ass. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm with you on that. Exactly. I'm with you on that.
Can you tell me like what specific show or movie you're referencing with that example?
Yeah, because maybe I need to put that on my watch list.
I actually made that one up, but
okay.
I'm sure there's
it
a
just
show out
seems like something that could happen.
Have you seen Lovecraft Country? Because
no, that's my next one actually.
I haven't.
Stuff like that will happen in Lovecraft Country. Just letting you know.
Okay. I'll have to watch it then.
Yeah.
No, that's on my list along with His Dark Materials and everything.
Right
So
on.
such a long list. Yeah.
Well, for me, like I just because I was told to watch Jojo Rabbit, so I was just like, okay, I've heard of it, never really watched it, so I did give it a sit down. I think it was Thursday I watched it. It's amazing to see, the brainwashing, right? To see this little boy really believe movement's a real good thing, and spew that hate, and then not anymore. Like he kind of grew, and you know what I mean. Like it like again, like you said, like the human piece of it was cared between the two. Elsa and Jojo, right? Yeah. Like they was pretty much cared between the two, and like spoiler alert for anybody listening who hasn't seen the film, but like shocker, when they the Nazi soldiers approached their house and they're investigating and Elsa came out as Jojo's deceased sister, right? And then later on, literally, he's walking through town and he find his mom hung. Was very like that came out like for me that was shocking. Like it shocked me out of nowhere because like I wasn't really expecting that to happen right then and there, and just the scenery was it spoke in a whole lot. Like you just saw her feet and you already knew because they focus a whole lot on her shoes.
They do, yeah.
And it's almost that moment is almost the most real moment of violence too, because like it is a violent movie, but it's very cartoonish in its violence. Like when the kid is like almost blown up at the beginning of the movie, and like kind of the melee bedlam fight scene at the end. Those are so hyper violent, but they're so cartoonized.
Yeah.
That hanging scene is kind of the most real violent event, even though it happens off screen and you're just left with the aftermath.
Like I was completely sitting there like jaw dropped, like in shock, like wow, they just took this guy's the only person he had left in his world and she's gone. And that's crazy, man.
Especially too with like what is it? With his best friend
Yorkie.
Yeah, Yorkie, like that kid, like the fourth wall broke it and it's like, I just can't die. And it was like it literally hit me too, and I was like, this kid really can't. Like
he's the best.
This kid, I don't know how they wrote him, but it was so well done. And just like the factor of like like little things that were happening, of course, with every other like character that was either dying or like saving Jojo himself, but Yorkie's the one who's like the immortal per se character, and they're like
the very end where Rebel Wilson hands him a Glock and tells him to go fight. And everything explodes, and the next scene, this guy's sitting in a hole, covering his ears. I'm like, how did this guy escape that?
Like, that's what I was wondering. I was like, I thought you died.
Well,
mad love to Yorkie. Yorkie was the best.
Yorkie, so good.
Still on that hanging scene, just because I have something else to say about it. It's just kind of relates to how we were talking about gore earlier. They don't show us more than is necessary, but they also show us very firmly how JoJo's seeing it. The shoes are at eye level. The shoes were a personal connection to his mom. They were a big part of how he saw her.
Yeah.
So we're seeing her death not just as and she was hung or hanged for being a sympathizer, but this is how Jojo perceives his dead mother.
Yeah. Something that I think was interesting that the director said about this film is when he made the choice to only show the shoes, he said that it's a really, and he used the word intimate, the intimate moment of the child and the mother's body. And he said that the audience doesn't get to be privy to that, like him seeing all of her. So he just showed the shoes as enough to tell the audience what happened without interrupting that moment.
Yeah. It was really powerful, man. Like it got me really good.
And it was an interesting aspect too of like, because I had seen it first, but like I missed just like around that section the first time. But when you see the hint towards it of like as the movie progresses, so like from I guess the first initial people that were hanged per se, and you just see the feet. But as he brings Jojo back to look and is like, and like he's questioning why this happened, and it's like they did what they could, and you see the story progress of what she was doing. It was like it already hinted to like, okay, she's doing the best she can with the other kid that's in the house, but because of that result, she did the best she could, and she got of course killed for that.
This is what we call foreshadowing.
Yeah, so it was an interesting aspect that they he kind of wrote into that.
Yeah.
It's also interesting that they bring back the shoe motif towards the end, when he and Elsa are just about to go back into the out into free Germany, and he ties her shoes.
Yeah.
And that it's a mixture. I think it shows immaturity and growing up, because before he doesn't know how to tie his shoes, and when he sees his mother, that's his moment of maturity.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he can tie his shoes. And that moment, I was like, that stuck out to me the most. But also, I work at a shoe shop, and it's pretty normal for 10-year-olds not to know how to tie their shoes. Just saying. So I thought, wow, yeah, that's a moment of maturity.
He grew, progression. That's right.
Yeah.
Also, just second carrying of that symbolism of intimacy. If it was intimate with his mom, if it was joy with his mom, and then grief with her later, now it's some sort of familial bond again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like that's how I put it in an essay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's really well put.
We might need.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say we might need to have a Table guest star on our show one of these days.
I'd be more than happy to.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about propaganda and how it's kind of portrayed, and I think both of these films show very real depictions of propaganda. But what I will say is Tarantino shows a very vile propaganda being taken very seriously. And then the brainwashing that's kind of shown in Jojo Rabbit, I think really does a good job of reminding the audience how ridiculous the beliefs of Nazism and white supremacy. Like, seeing propaganda repeated through the eyes of a 10-year-old and it all be taken so literally, I think really reminds the audience that these are ridiculous ideas and that it's childish to think in such black and white terms.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's also just, I think it also shows just how terrifying, and how easy it is to be controlled by propaganda. When I went to Berlin, there's a museum there, and I highly recommend anyone who is a fan of history and is interested in this sort of period moment to go there. It's called the Totality of Terror Museum.
Okay.
And it's built right actually over top of the former SS headquarters, which is scary. Yeah. yeah, it's right over top of the torture chambers. You can look into it. People, yeah, it's terrifying, but it shows the progression of how propaganda was used to brainwash an entire generation of people into believing awful, awful ideals, and it's insane. And I highly recommend that people go there. It is.
When the world clears up from the Backstreet Boy concert, of course.
Come on, man.
When Canadians are no longer persons non grata.
It keeps going and going. These boys will not stop performing. It's crazy.
I want it. I didn't know that song had so many verses, dude.
Oh man, it's amazing.
Why?
Keep singing the song, and then people keep giving them an encore performance. Like, just doesn't stop.
I didn't know they made that many songs.
All right, how many what? 625th time. 1, 2, 3, go.
Jeez. But that's an interesting point about the way that the way you phrase that, brainwash degeneration, because a lot of the mechanisms for the dissemination of Nazi propaganda was mostly just an education system that was semi-functional and a really fucked up curriculum. And yeah, sure, it became mandatory to be in the worst version of the Boy Scouts you've ever heard of, but the mechanisms for this indoctrination aren't anything, terrifying and out of left field. Like, have you ever been to a Boy Scouts summer jamboree where you get all the like troops together or whatever? It looks a hell of a lot like the that weird camp in Jojo Rabbit, because that's really what it was.
Yeah.
It's so something. Sorry, I'm interrupting. Yeah.
No.
So it's not surprising that it's familiar, because around the time that like Hitler Youth emerges at the same time as the Boy Scouts movement, and then there was also the Soviet. They usually get translated as pilgrims, but it's the same thing. Like, there's this movement for industrialization has happened. We should teach boys how to be boys in the forest again. Like, it's this. It comes at the same time as there's concerns about health. World War I has ended, so there's concerns about how do we make
feed ourselves
the men
and
in
put
our
room
cities.
over our heads.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But the scouting movement in the U.S. and Great Britain, the U.S. is being off track of Great Britain, it all emerges around the same time, and it's emerging contemporaneously to the rise in public education and the rise of the welfare state, interestingly enough.
Yeah, it's some greater power taking interest in the lives of your kids. That's technically a welfare state thing, even if it's definitely not what we associate with it these days.
No.
That would also inevitably lead to the American South indoctrinating its children for the wrong version of history that actually happened down there when it came to the Civil War.
Let's not talk about
that.
That's how far I wanted to take that thought.
Yeah.
So I'm only going to take it one step further and tell you that like the Nazis studied the American South and their models of segregation to create, like, that is a part of the legal history that leads to the development of the Nuremberg laws. Like, you can go back through the records and see what would become Nazi Germany, looking at the American South as a model to build off of.
That's a whole yikes if you want to put it in the terms of this industry.
Yeah.
Yep. It is a whole yikes.
Those guys were efficient with cruelty, man. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
There was a talk done at McEwen where they talked about how concentration camps held by the British during the Boer War. They
invented the concentration camp. Yeah.
Yeah. The concentration camps in Germany.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you look at it, a lot of the cruelest Nazi policies were things they pulled from other places. I mean, the South's segregation, concentration camps from the Boer War, and of course, can't forget Alberta's eugenics programs.
No, you cannot.
Ooh.
Oh, you
Didn't
can't.
just pull this stuff out of nowhere. They
So
looked at other
remember-
people with similar beliefs and just put it all together.
So remember how I
Yeah.
said the south to the Nazis was the huge yikes? Yeah, I'm gonna roll that back and say that's a small yikes. This is a big yikes.
Yeah.
If any of the listeners, and like maybe this is where we get, too hoity-toity academic, Aiden Forth would be a really good person to read if you're interested in the Boer War. He's got kind of the seminal book out right now. I don't remember the title of it, but
Nice. So you see now
Yeah.
this makes me raise a question, right? Because now we're going back to Tarantino work, okay? And then we can compare a lot of this stuff to what was going on, 500 years prior down South America, right? And this is where we get Django Unchained. And again, Django's very much just a vengeance quest, right? Like in that,
with the bomb soundtrack.
Right? Yeah, but do we get any real growth out of that film as well, or do we just get a vengeance quest, right?
Well, it was a vengeance and a rescue quest at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Because, like,
And
he's
one part
yeah,
love story.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because like he's essentially going back. He's going for vengeance of what's been happening or what was done to him. But he's also, as Red mentioned, it is part of a love story and a rescue quest of like looking for the one that he's mostly connected with as well.
My question is growth, however. Other than learning how to shoot men down, was there really much else to it?
I think it's important. Look, we've got a lot of white people vengeance quests over stupid shit, right? I think it's important that not only do we get, people of color in vengeance quest stories, because every time you add some sort of diversity, you get to tell a story again because it becomes worthwhile again. But also the fact that he's acting against the entirety of the country he lives in while doing so. Like, yeah, it's personal. It's deeply, deeply personal because this is his suffering. This is his love. This is his passion. But it's also it's really easy to look at the history of the American South and reduce the people who suffered under slavery to props in the narrative, They lived, they worked, they died. It was shitty. This is a person who refused to take part in that narrative. And that's important.
I like that you're bringing up like what do we get out of this, because that's sort of what Vic and I are interested in is, this is historical fiction. What does it represent to the audience? And I think
go ahead, sorry.
I think the problem with a lot of Tarantino's films is he likes to do a counter-historical narrative. But it's almost like he, as a director, feels like he's doing some virtue by saving somebody who doesn't get saved in real life.
Right.
I'm saying that for Inglourious Bastards, like killing Hitler in a way that Hitler didn't die. But also Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is him taking, the murder of an actress and turning it into, well, I could invent characters who would save her instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where my thing is like, because you're getting like, if you sit down and watch like 12 Years a Slave, right, you're getting like like a historical journal, like, you know what I mean, like you're getting something out of that. There's a whole story there, and again, you know what I mean, like, so is Tarantino's just stuff like is it just all gonna be is it just only vengeance that he really knows, and there's no real development to anything else? Because I mean, as on a personal note, I really do like Django Unchained because I'm getting a black lead, but at the same time, what's the movie really doing for me other than just letting me shoot white guys through through a fantasy game, right? It's not really much else there to it.
I'll just be glad that Quentin Tarantino's foot fetish didn't feature prominently in that film. So yeah, vengeance quests and his foot fetish. That's usually what Tarantino does.
I didn't know there's a foot fetish, but all right.
What do you mean, dude? Wiggle your big toe.
You didn't notice during the scene with what's her name? Diane Kruger's character.
There's one scene where someone has sex and puts her feet on the car window when it does like the classic fogging up thing. Like,
so the hand.
In which movie? Sorry, that's where I'm kind of lost here.
I can't remember, but it's a well documented fact that he's like that.
And that he makes it everybody else's problem.
See, then I haven't seen it then because I don't pay attention to that.
Sorry, I think that was Shino Yugo.
Sorry, I'm saying he did some especially big close-ups on Uma Thurman's feet in Kill Bill.
My God.
Yeah, he did. So to jump in on that more, in Inglourious Bastards, there is a scene where one character tells the other to put her foot onto her knee, and I have never seen that done in that way with such like demand, such do as I say kind of energy.
Don't forget when
Tarantino's horny, and he will not let us forget it.
Tarantino horny on Maine.
Who was the actress that was supposed to be playing as a spy for them? What was her name again in that film?
In Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah.
Shoot, even I don't remember.
Christoph Waltz Hans pretty much chokes her out at the end, right? When
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember the name.
So you already know who I'm talking about. So that whole scene, right? As we seeing her get choked out, where's the camera pan to?
Yeah, I already got it once you said it.
Okay.
God.
In heels.
One glaring example, was in the theater scene. You see Diane Kruger's character, and her cast is in a high-heeled position.
Like a Barbie doll. Like her foot's molded like that permanently.
Yeah.
Yo, this man.
I will say the one that made me the most angry was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just having Sharon Tate watching her own movie and putting her feet up on the seat in the theater in front of her. Who would do that?
Right?
Monsters.
In fact, by the way,
People would do that. That's what
People who don't care about whoever has to clean the seats later.
in fact, Diane Kruger, when that scene was being filmed, to get a real emotion out of her, like a real reaction, Tarantino really did choke the shit out of her. By the way,
I'm sorry, who did?
He's also a shitty person. That's also a commonly known fact about him as a director.
Yeah, so the hands you see around her neck are really Tarantino's hands, and the look of her face on her face when she's like, I can't breathe, and her eyes widen, is really her not being able to breathe.
Oh my God.
So in terms of actual movie points, this man almost killed a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a Tarantino film where someone had to do an underwater scene, and his tank broke, like his breathing tank. So he signaled for he was supposed to pretend to be drowning, obviously, and he had a tank so he could breathe between takes or whatever. But he signaled for extra air, and Tarantino tried to stop it or something.
Oh man.
Oh, this man is dark. That's a yikes.
Dark and sucking on your wiggly pigglies, like.
So you're telling me that? So another, I guess, example would be, I don't want to assume I'm right, but when like the slave area in Django, when they first scene when they're walking them, and he has the pan of the feet walking. Is that another one?
Well, that's probably somewhere rooted in that for sure.
Just assume it is. Just assume.
I don't want to be right though.
In a Tarantino film, assume he's horny about the shot. Like that's.
Listen, when
You know
Django,
the idea that he loves feet, bro. Do it
near the end of the
Show me
movie,
your feet.
near the end of the movie, when Django is upside down and the man is going to cut off his testicles.
Yep.
What angle do we see that from?
Feet down, man. Show me your souls. This little piggy went to the market.
Yes.
Little piggy went home.
This little piggy went in my mouth, and this little piggy had none.
Oh.
And this little piggy went wee wee wee.
Jesus.
There's a line, and nobody wants to cross it, right?
Well, I'm leaving. That's why I left.
Right, we're all feeling that. That's a mutual feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I'm not even going there, so we just leave it as is.
So back to the Nazis, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who we
Nazis
cannot
like
identify
feet.
many foot fetishes among to this day.
Nazis like feet confirmed.
Stop.
At least those, and also Nazi hunters, if you want to pull it that way. Their entire narrative is driven by a man whose obsession with people's souls are just is skewered at best.
Oh God, that was bad.
Thank you.
I say that as a person who used to come up with announcements in her high school, basically just filled with puns. That
Yeah,
Listen,
Honestly,
we
if-
needed a
If
segue.
Vic is cringing at a pun, it is a bad one.
Listen, we needed a segue to go from feet and Tarantino's obsession with it back to the Nazis. What did you want me to do?
Hey,
y'all think
you
a-
did the job that needed to be done.
Yeah.
We'll
y'all
give you
think-
that.
I don't think a pedicure is like ultimate fantasy.
Stop!
Okay, I'm okay.
You know,
Oh god.
you know, if you really want to know, I can
Hmm.
probably send you some literature on it. Just drop it for now.
There's lore. Oh man. Okay.
Literature? Okay, you
What?
went lore. I was being like, is it peer reviewed?
There's lore for this.
Depends how you take comments left on AO3, if that counts as peer review.
That sure counts as peers and reviewing.
It's more like a wiki.
Okay,
AO3 would be equivalent to a wiki, like,
I want the
depending on
lore.
it.
Give me
It's
the
an
lore.
open source posting medium. Yeah, you're right.
Give me the lore. 407 years ago, I tickled your feet.
Yeah.
I want the lore. Give me that.
Stop.
All right. Anyway, Nazis.
Yeah.
Propaganda. Yeah.
The interpretation. Listen, hard segue, and I'm sorry now. Okay, the interpretation of like actual Hitler's death in both movies is bonkers.
Well,
Watching
okay.
Taika Waititi. Sorry, I mispronounced his name.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. Correct. There's lots of consonants. I'm sorry. Taika Waititi's walking into that young man's bedroom with the hole in his head from where he shot himself. Whoa. Yeah, when I saw that, it was
traumatized.
Yeah, I mean, it's too bad I didn't see him actually do it, right? But you get the news of him doing it regardless, and then to imagine and come in his room and get a karate kick from a little child out the window.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And remembering that it takes place in the child's imagination, I don't think it's strange that the child has heard it's already happened, so he's imagining the aftermath rather than the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. And then we cross the street to Inglourious Bastards, and we just watch Adolf Hitler get absolutely peppered with bullets.
Swiss cheese, man.
Yo.
He is just turned into a sack of flesh.
Unrecognizable flesh.
My
Just
guy
flesh.
my dude got the cheese grater. That's what he got.
The dude's fit only for the sausage press.
Cranking.
But no, the difference there, even just in the number of shots, in my opinion, is really important because in Jojo Rabbit, it's functionally just quick and over. He's dead now. That's that. Where Inglourious Bastards, much like most of the film, that's a power fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what Tarantino wanted us to see. It was him ripped apart the way a lot of people wanted to do, which totally fair. But
they shot this guy like he was like they missed a spot. Like they were not gonna let up.
Oh jeez.
I agree that Tarantino really wants you to see that. But I would also argue that Taika Waititi really wants you to see the younger generation of Germany kicking Hitler to the side.
Yeah.
For sure, quite literally.
Get out of here. Yeah.
That
Like, I
that young
think-
man sent fucking Hitler down the pit of Sparta. Like,
Yeah, like I think it's more important to show a younger German rejecting Hitler than it is to just show the Allies Swiss cheesing Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's the more important action in JoJo is JoJo kicking Hitler rather than Hitler being dead now.
Yes.
Yeah, because
But-
he's kicking away his bigotry.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Karate kick.
With the old and with the new.
Whatcha?
this is Sparta. Like,
Jasmine, please go away. Sorry, my dog just walked in.
Not your problem. But no, it's like the more you guys have talked today, the more I kind of get that feeling that Inglourious Basterds is enjoyable, but it's a popcorn movie,
absolutely.
It is.
You watch, you're done. And the more you think about it, the hollower it feels.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
You don't even have to look at that
so
far.
much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though we're all adults and we all get that it's a movie, it's not real life, I think that an audience gets more and gets a better kind of pop culture understanding of World War II from something like Jojo Rabbit than the audience does from something like Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
I would
the
agree
viewer likes something-
wholeheartedly.
There's two sets of viewers, right? You have ones who want depth, and you have ones who just want filler.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mhm.
those will gravitate to Inglourious Bastards for filler because it does what it does for them, right? Dudes, guns, things blow up, vengeance, blah blah blah, blood.
Yeah,
And for those-
exactly.
right?
Exactly. And you can have all of those elements without taking something as important to understand as World War II is.
Mhm.
And that I think is my biggest problem is it's just an action movie. You didn't have to make it about World War II. Whereas Jojo Rabbit is about propaganda and is about World War II.
That's
exactly
it.
And
yeah.
and especially with the factor too of like seeing it from, I guess, the other side of the Germans themselves, but you see it from a kid's perspective as well. Let alone it being obviously comedic factor because of how the director approaches it, but like you see it from the other side of the playing field. It's like, oh, this is how they were in a sense indoctrinated or in a sense like brainwashed, and this is how they kind of in a sense were going through it at that time. But then you see the change of Jojo himself, like as we said before, he's maturing from that, and then he's understanding, oh, not everything is actually like this. This world is actually more different than I should be expecting it to be, or how it's taught.
Yeah, there's a lot more to people than you think.
Exactly. There's not one structured way.
I completely agree, but I do feel the need to add that, the Inglourious Bastards realistically could have had any setting, and it didn't have to be a World War II movie at all. But there is always space for me in my heart and in my perception of pop culture for more movies that shoot Nazis. I think
Hell
that's
yeah.
an important
Hell yeah.
type of movie genre to have and to continue making.
Yeah.
Especially in
I
this
mean, amen there.
I mean, who doesn't like shooting Nazis? I do.
Oh my god.
Science made a hell of
yeah.
a game line out of it.
Guys, there's a game called Call of Duty if y'all want that.
Bless you, Wolfenstein. You know, BJ Blazkowicz. You're the man.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it could have been anyone killing any guy for being a bastard. Like that's
Honestly,
that's
Inglourious
true.
Basterds could have been
But-
set in like Middle East if they wanted to, and it'll work the same way.
Yeah, but it would have been horribly racist. Let's be real.
I mean, hey, it's sad to say, but that's what.
Are you going to tell me
halfway through?
Are you going to tell me how Brad Pitt's character attempts in like the poorest way
Oh my
attempts to portray an
God.
Italian person isn't a little bit racist?
That's fair.
How about just like
Yeah.
the fact that Tarantino was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this white dude call himself the Apache.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
Multiple
Killing
times.
people.
Honored for it, in
Like just
fact.
the most offensive.
Yeah.
Just oh man.
Yeah,
it's
to
kinda-
do that and then to use the motif of scalping, like Jesus, Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to
thankfully-
explain why scalping was a thing to the other person with me that watched this movie. That was an interesting conversation that lasted 20 minutes.
Well, thanks, ladies. I used to like this movie.
You can still enjoy it.
You're
just
welcome.
remember this
No.
a little
No problem. Anytime. I'm glad to ruin a movie anytime.
No, it's one of those films I've always had that same feeling with. Like it's always been enjoyable to watch for what it is, right? Like I'm just there to
Yeah.
watch situations go down. I do like both both kind of sets of movies, right? I don't mind the mindless filler because it's just there to do its job, and I do enjoy a good story that's got something way deeper ingrained in it because that's what it's for. So in both respects, both movies are good for what they do. When it comes down to being better, I mean, Jojo Rabbit actually had a message in it. So I mean,
yeah, of course.
And listen, for extra points for putting Scarlett Johansson in a role she actually does well in.
Yeah.
she's not super stiff. Yeah.
Black Widow.
Oh
My god.
man.
Well, cast was fantastic in that whole movie. Sam Rockwell was great.
Oh, he was awesome.
He was great. I can't remember his name, but he was Theon in Game of Thrones, and he was great too for his little role that he had.
He has
Man,
this wonderful, like I've seen it described. He has a face that just screams, "I need my father to solve my problems for me."
yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god.
and that carries
He's so
on into
wide. Yeah, he's so wide-eyed.
The fact that
Almost
they
unsettling. He's kind of got those fish eyes that stick out at you.
Yeah.
The
Like,
fact
I
that
know
they
he's a great person, but he scares me. Like just
Perpetual-
when he looks.
perpetual worry on his face all the time.
Thomasine Mackenzie as Elsa. I think she is awesome.
She was fantastic the whole way through.
Yeah.
if I could like if I searched her up right now, I probably would go through her filmography. I just want to see her do more things.
Same.
It was fantastic, man.
I think she's gonna do really good stuff. I do know she was in The King with Timothy Chalamet. Oh, that one. I watched that one just as I was doing a medieval history course. And let me tell you, what excellent side material that was. Just oh.
What was little JoJo's name? Who's the actor? Little guy.
Let me just see. Roman Griffin Davis.
Okay, that little kid's fantastic too. So let's get more of him as well.
Oh, he's great. I thought all the child actors in this
Yeah.
movie were really good. Like, I didn't see anyone that I was like, oh, these are glaringly bad
Yeah.
children actors. Like,
The
these were...
children are very believable.
Yeah.
I'll still stand it by it, but Yorkie for A1 acting.
Yo, Yorkie for Oscar, let's go.
Yeah.
For real.
Hashtag Yorkie for Oscar.
Yorkie was the best,
Man, he's no, like the funny thing too, like just a quick side note, but like of what is it? I think the best friend scenario when they were like in the camp area, right? And then Jojo was just like, yeah, you're like the second best friend. Yeah, unless you're like, you know, an adult man in a fat kid's body, then it's fine to be second place. And it's like, no, I guess I'm a kid on a fat kid's body. And I was like, good God, like this kid. Like, don't hurt yourself this much with Jesus.
The dialogue between the kids, it actually sounds like children talking and not like adults speaking for children. If you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it was
right.
beautiful.
No,
like, it was executed
exactly.
accurately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell that like Taika talked to these children, got a like sense of how exactly they speak.
Yeah,
and
you
then
couldn't hear the old man behind the words.
Yeah.
He's also a parent with kids this age, though, so it's not shocking that he was a bit better at capturing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blessed Taika, you have a very imaginable mind, and keep using it, man, because there's fun stuff coming out of you. So
listen, I will not be the last one to say it, and I definitely am not the first one. But Taika for Star Wars, dude.
I swear he already signed on to do something now. I think before he kind of died, and he's kind of like in it now.
Well, he's written a couple episodes of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And he voiced in one of them because that's a thing he does. He likes being CGI characters.
Yeah.
And
now have my interest. Okay.
He's that episode of The Mandalorian. Oh, the one that he directed. It made me cry.
Yeah.
Which episode was this?
I'm thinking it was like the second last episode of the first season. Let me just see.
Is it the heist episode that he does?
It's the one with where he plays the robot nanny.
AG-11.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really good. It made me cry.
I do not know this one, but you know, get on him for being good.
Right, going on him for getting into one of the most profitable like IPs. Yeah, exactly.
I wish he directed Moana.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would have
I
been
know
really good.
he was signed on to direct it in the first place, and he moved away from it to do What We Do in the Shadows. I would love to take a Waititi.
Okay, you know what? Right move. Like,
yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Be real.
Here's the thing, because now we live in a world where Moana exists and What We Do in the Shadows exists.
Yeah.
And this is no shade on Moana. Moana's a fine film.
Yeah.
What we do in the
Great
shadows, though.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, I would kill to see the Taika Waititi cut of Moana.
I mean, yeah, I would.
The Taika cut. Let's go.
Maybe a sequel
Better
one day.
imagine the
Maybe a
Snyder cut.
sequel.
We need the Taika cut of everything, though.
Yeah.
Agreed. Oh man, What We Do in the Shadows was my first Taika film, and it's so good.
By
So
the
good.
way, question for you guys: since we're all watching Mandalorian, has anybody caught the recent episode?
No.
Not
No.
yet.
I'm only 5 episodes into the first season. I'm sorry.
What? Okay, so it's just me and Shino. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. So all I'm gonna say is this episode was hot.
Yo.
Yeah,
you can't miss
I,
it.
I saw the
I
spoilers
know
about
who
it.
appears in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
aware
know
of the
who
spoilers.
Liddy, son.
Go. Like I had to watch it twice because it's just that good.
Oh gosh. Oh good.
We will not while we're recording, but I will ask you later on if a very particular person did a very good job at the role that they had been tasked to play.
Yes.
I already know who you're talking about. All I'm gonna tell you is yes,
Yes.
they did.
Don't
And
just yes.
They friggin' killed it.
No, the person you're talking about too.
Good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good.
I have no idea what's going on. Please stop.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay,
We're not spoiling anything.
So, jumping off that, actually, what I just said is the character who I'm playing is female, and so to jump into these two movies on how they portray their female characters is awesome, and also very problematic. So on the one hand, you've got Jojo Rabbit, where you've got Scarlett Johansson's character, you've got Rebel Wilson's character, like being human, and Rebel Wilson just eating up the scenery no matter what scene she's in,
Right.
as she is known to do, coming from Pitch Perfect fame. And across the street, you've got our spy characters, our the Shoshana. You've got very stern, very characterized interpretations.
One of my major things I discussed with Sloan was how much I wish we had more of Shoshana.
Correct.
Because she was one of my favorite characters in the entire film.
She's almost the only character in the entire film.
Correct.
She's just shy of a sexy lamp, though. Let's be real.
Yeah, I
she's
agree.
human furniture. Like, she's a plot device more than she is a person.
She is
unfucking fortunately.
Yeah.
She's a sexy Swiss Army knife, if you will. Like, she has a function, but so she's more than a lamp. But like, you could definitely replace her with damn near anything.
See, I thought that out of all the characters, Shoshana could have been the most compelling.
Yeah, they just
But
wrote
they
her
did
off.
nothing with her.
Yeah, they just wrote her off as cold, and that's it.
Yeah, and I really, like, from the beginning, I was like, I would really love to see her end up killing Hans Landa.
It would have been
'Cause
better.
That would be the ultimate revenge.
Yeah, it would have been better if we had Shoshana on a whole revenge quest, right?
It
But
really
you see,
would've.
that would be character development.
Yeah, and Tarantino doesn't have that. No.
I don't know. Well, so there's a degree to which that Shoshana when Shoshana lights the theater on fire, it's kind of like Indiana Jones's presence in the entire first Indiana Jones movie. Like, even if Shoshana hadn't lit the fire, Brad Pitt and his buds still would have shown up. They still would have shot everybody.
Yeah.
So all she really does is make the shooting scene more exciting and more cinematic. But because the bastards show up, she's not even, like, I don't want to say she's robbed of her revenge, but in a way she kind of is. Like, she becomes inconsequential to the end of the movie, to the deaths. Her plan didn't really matter.
See, like, for me, like, my headcanon wise, this movie would have been a lot better if. Hear me out. I don't know if any of you have witnessed Samurai Champloo, but like, you have someone in search of someone, and you come across these two dudes who seem to be really good at using swords, so you kind of hire them to do the work with you, right? Here it is. Shoshana should have been able to bump into the Inglourious Bastards, have a common goal, go about their business, right? Instead, we get something completely different.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Me, it'd been a bit more cool. Like, I don't know. Again, we like fluidity around here. So for me, a movie like that just kind of seems like it was almost written to be that way. And for some reason, this looks like there's like two ideas in one movie, and it didn't work out.
Right, and if to play off of that little bit of fluidity, the way the camera angles and the actual cinematography of Inglourious Bastards is fluid, whereas Jojo Rabbit is, I think the word I want to use is like almost staccato.
It's very it's very differently paced, very surreal in some ways.
Right, it's jump cut, jump cut, jump cut, jump cut, like 5 or 6 right in one go, and then we get a long shot. Whereas Inglourious Bastards, like, you can, it's almost your standard filmmaking, where it's some long shots, some mid shots, some just headshots, like, and it's expected that way. Whereas Jojo Rabbit decides to throw that out the freaking window, along with Hitler himself, like.
Karate kick standard filmmaking practices.
That little kid kicked the shit out of him, man.
Thing is, it
was
works
great.
really, really well.
Yeah.
Like the opening sequence alone, just when they've got the Beatles song going on in German over top, and you get the archival footage and JoJo going to camp. It's really well done. It just shows how absolutely bonkers the story is already. It sets it up really well, and I like that scene for the pacing that they used.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. You can see clearly two different visions from two different filmmakers. You have one who has one idea of how it should look, and one has an idea of how it should be. Right? Taika's just a very artistic guy who knows what he's doing. He knows how to humanize even pieces of shit. Right? Like Sam Rockwell's German officer, like, clearly could have ratted out the children at that point where he asked for the birthday and everything. Yeah, he let the children live and took it out on the mom. Right? So I mean, like, he had a bit of heart to him too, even though he's a Nazi piece of shit. Has some concern for the child, so.
Yeah. I think his character also kind of embodies the, like, fear-based complacency that I think we do have to remember was very emblematic. Is, even though 90% of Germans were party members, it wasn't necessarily that they ascribed to the belief system. It was just dangerous to not outwardly say you ascribe to the belief system.
Yeah.
And I think his actions ultimately at the end kind of place him in that camp.
Yeah, Nazi Germany is a very dangerous place where you have to drink the Kool-Aid or else, right?
Yeah. Nice. Wow. Vic and I were so worried we weren't going to be able to talk for like our entire segment, and that's clearly not a problem.
You're fantastic. You're all doing great.
Thank you for having us.
Not a problem.
I'm sure we could have talked even longer. There's so many things.
Well, by all means, we'll be happy to have you back on here, because I mean, discussions are discussions, and we like to talk, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. All right.
This is just one of those days. We'll definitely have to have you guys back.
For sure.
Yeah, and we'll have to have you guys on our show.
You guys will have to tell us what we're watching next time.
Yeah. It's only fair.
Right on.
We
I hope you like cartoons.
We watch a lot of we watch some stuff. We watched the Star Wars holiday special. Try to sit through that.
I saw that. Oh my god. I watched that like 5 years ago in an airport in San Francisco. You are braver than me to go through the entire thing.
Hey man, we have to watch it.
Hour and 37 minutes that we will never get back.
Nope.
Happy Life Day.
2 hours.
Happy freaking Life Day,
Life
guys.
Day, that's exactly. I shot the whole gang here because they were talking about doing either like the Ewoks cartoon or the Droids cartoon, and I had to show them that no, there was a live action Ewoks movie before all this travesty, so we need to witness that as well.
Oh, do we? Do we really?
We survived the holiday special.
do.
Yeah, we do. It's canon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One.
If you'd please.
I mean, this is usually your show, but I mean,
Hey.
I'm scared.
oh boy, just a random tradition we started. Not even.
It's random tradition. The tradition that started all of yesterday.
Yeah, literally. Oh,
Right.
man.
Tradition's got to be born somewhere.
Oh man.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
do I get to be asked?
So
Count
do
of
we
three?
want to do count of three?
Okay, you go.
2, 3. Beastie, if you could. Please.
Beastie, if you please.
Jeez.
That was not in sync.
You know what? That's okay, but nonetheless.
Work in progress.
Nonetheless, that brings us to our historic adventure into this discussion. But you can also find us on our socials, which is our Twitter is at Crusade Nerd, our Instagram is at Nerd Crusade, and we upload every Wednesday to YouTube, and you can download any previous episodes or listen on your mobile device to the Anchor.fm website or wherever podcasts are found by searching Nerd Crusade.
Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in for our stream today.
I guess I could say that's
it mattered.
continue.
Can I just make work for myself?
Hey, Bo, can I take the time right now to tell you how much I appreciate you?
Yeah.
I'm glad you do.
we all appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Between, we appreciate you all. We would like to thank our 11 people. That's more than I thought was going to show up.
Honestly.
For our entire time. We want to thank all 11 of you. I would go down the list, but I've had a long day.
It's been a long day.
I appreciate all of you.
Shout outs. There's a 10, Commander Root, Costume Coffin, Denu, Drat 1856, Electrical Longboard. I don't even know how this one is. Is it I don't even know what that is. Delara? I'm going to go with that one.
Who you're talking about, and that's my boyfriend, Dylan.
All right. Well, if I butchered your name, I'm sorry, boyfriend.
You should make him hit that follow button right here at the end.
Please.
It literally costs us money. Come on, do it.
Shout outs to Lurks. Maybell, look out of his window.
Maybe I'll look out of his window. There you go.
My God, what a name. Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's scary. Okay. Oaken Wolf 666, the Mark of the Beast. Sad Girl, I'm guessing. Saddest Kitty. Why is everybody so sad? Ultimate TY. Is that the ultimate thank you? You're welcome. Sticker, 2 C's, and Voltix.
Hey.
Thank you, everyone, from the bottom of our hearts for the charity that we'll be donating all this money to. On behalf of all of them, thank you. And now there's just one last thing to do.
What's that?
Red, do I have to kill you?
You can find our Twitter at Crusade Nerd. You can find our Instagram at Nerd Crusade. You can find our sister show, the Nerd Crusade Podcast, wherever you find your podcasts.
And where can we find our fine ladies over here with the interdisciplinary?
Sloan, do you want me to go through this or?
Yes, yeah, you.
Yeah, you usually
Yeah,
do it. You
okay.
usually do it. I don't know what
So-
any of our I don't know what any of our socials are. Vic handles that. So
I do. I'm the social media person in this friendship. Sloan
And
has
I
to deal with
edit.
me burping through edits.
Oh yeah, I'll like get up to go to the bathroom while we're recording something because it's gonna be edited later, and Vic will be like, "There's a surprise for you when you edit," and then I just have to live with that.
Oh my
Remind me to do that to table.
God. Yo, no.
I am just an evil being of chaos. I might not seem it, but I am.
Right on.
All right.
I mean,
So
in your good jokes.
all right. So you can find us on Instagram at history@mac, Facebook at ihg@mcewen, on Twitter at histatmac, and then you can look us up on our Wix site, which is interdisciplinary.wixsite.com/mysite, where we have links to all of our stuff on Anchor. But you can find us on any of your favorite podcast directories. I'm working on getting it onto YouTube, but I'm not really good with technology, so we shall see.
If you'd like help, just reach out.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Done.
Still happy.
Short streamers.
All right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sad that
Alright.
I'm sad that we won't be able to get any Smash Bros in, but we can say that for another week.
That's
I
okay. We
played
can.
20 hours of Smash in 40 hours for no reason.
I mean, you got better.
I mean, I'm open to fighting right now.
I didn't. I played Kirby the whole time. That's not even who I main.
Hey man,
I'm open to combat. If y'all want to combat, that's fine with me too.
I am not open for combat. We will save that for a different night. I promise you.
I gotta go watch a gay Christmas movie.
Wait, what?
Okay, understood.
The Kristen Stewart gay Christmas rom-com. That's what I'm
I
doing.
need to see that. I need to see that.
So, for those that enjoyed our talk this evening, if you would like some more of our a friend of ours, Horror Aspect, I'm gonna type their name out, and we will see you guys next week Thursday with another episode of the Itty Bitty Nerdy Committee. Let me just spell their name right, and that should be it.
All right.
Bye.
No, it's
Have a
that
good
one.
night.
Oh,
Okay.
bye. Take two.
Peace.
Bye.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye.
Did a 6-hour stream.
Yeah, I did.
7 hour.
So, just a quick rundown.